Hi, welcome to the Gentleman's Table.
How's it going? Good to be here.
Introduce yourself. You're the new guy. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Jonah. I'm an electrician. I'm wearing a Waffle House hoodie because it's fire.
Let's
Dubs.
go.
Yeah.
How's life as an electrician?
It's got its ups and downs, you know. I'm not currently an electrician. I'm an electrician's apprentice, but I didn't want to be pedantic about it. So,
What's the difference?
The difference is if I were to go out and like start doing a job right now, it would be illegal, like by myself. But like, in 5 months, it won't be basically.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Yeah. I mean, I know how to do all of it. Not all of it, but I know how to do enough. And I just got to prove it to the government so they don't arrest me.
Prove it to the government.
No, there's this
So
guy,
how are these people who get approved by the government still doing terrible electrician jobs?
That's because there's rampant cheating in the trade school. And they know about it, but they're too lazy to do anything about it. So it's kind of up to you to not be a shitbag. But the other thing is, like, if you do shit electrical work and you fuck something up or get found, you can just get sued, and then you're just out $200,000 or however much it is. So I mean, you're not bulletproof, but you can legally do it. You're not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not liable for. You're not
Right.
liable for what.
But
you
I mean,
do, but
Are you going to get caught unless like the house burns
I'm just not
down?
gonna fuck
Like,
shit up.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just wondering because there definitely is a lot of bad contractors.
Yeah. Oh, there's a fuck ton. But the thing is, like, if you wire up a house, right, and you get it permitted like you're supposed to, all that shit, like, you're gonna have to sign off on it, saying like I did quality work by code, whatever, and the inspector's gonna sign off on it. And if a fire happens and the house burns down, they're gonna call both of you, and they're gonna say what the fuck went wrong. And the inspector's gonna be like, I saw all this, checked it off, whatever, and the fire department's gonna have a detailed report on what caused the fire. So if it's something stupid like the inspector wouldn't be required to check, it's gonna be on you. But if it's something like blatant the inspector should have seen, you're gonna share some liability with that. But it's almost always the contractor's fault.
Interesting.
So
Sounds electrifying.
it's
Oh, fuck.
wow. You're killing it over there, bud. You're killing it.
Good job.
I tried my best.
Anyways, electrical fires aside, hopefully I'm not
Is it true that electricians are the little bitches of the
there's plenty of them.
field?
There's plenty of them. Don't worry. Sometimes I'm the bitch. Don't worry about it. But it's funny because, like, you get that shit from some fucking mason or drywaller, and it's like, look, man, I'm sorry that I don't do cocaine and just slap drywall up, but, like, my shit can kill you. Your shit just falls off the walls.
Okay, so like, what's like the tier list? What's the ranking of blue collar work?
Let's tier
The
list
ranking of
blue
blue-collar
collar
work.
job.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about pay or difficulty?
That's going to take a
like,
long time.
Like in the blue collar field, who is the cool guys
The
and who
S
are
tier.
the
It
bottom
depends
of
on
the
who you
bucket?
ask. It depends on who you ask. Because, like, if you're talking about people who aren't fucking coke addicts and actually have to know math, it's like HVAC guys and electricians. If you're talking about, like, the big burly fuck all guys, it's like the graders, the stonemasons, the roofers, those kind of people.
Stonemasons are still a thing.
Stonemasons, dude, you ever seen a fireplace in a, like, $2 million house? It's all fucking stone.
Yeah.
Brick houses are still built
Yep,
all of the
those are
time,
masons.
especially in white.
Yep, those are masons.
Especially in white, dude. White brick
Tile
houses
guys
the
are-
worst.
There's so many.
Tile guys are hit or miss. You either
That's-
get a really good one or you get a dog shit
That's
one.
my dad.
The house we're at right now, there's a tile guy there for 2 weeks, laid down 5 pieces of tile.
I feel like it's got to.
He got fired, but
Yeah. I just feel like you gotta have so much patience to be able to lay tile.
you do. But like it's
And do
a
it the
skill that
correct way.
you learn. He's old enough to fucking know. At least you'd hope, but
Yeah.
he's just dog shit. So the homeowner fired him.
That's fair.
Thought you were gonna say it was so funny. He had the same last name as you.
He might. He was Mexican. There's a lot of Mexicans there.
It's probably my dad.
Could have been.
Could have been.
No, there wasn't a beat up white Dodge out there.
You've talked too much about your dad, not enough about your mom.
Dude, your mom, bro.
How is she?
Mrs. Hernandez.
I miss her.
God, not this again.
Oh,
Miss
every time.
Hernandez, shout out Miss Hernandez, the
That's
goat.
horrible.
Shout out,
Bro.
my favorite woman to ever live.
I call her
Wow,
mommy.
in front of your
That's
fiance
crazy.
is crazy.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
How's it going, JV?
Good.
Look, you can't feel bad. It's Miss Hernandez. You stood no shot. You tried your best,
She's
but-
been through this conversation
Oh,
many
I'm sure.
times, I'm sure.
You know what's funny? My mom knows about that joke.
You know
Yeah.
what?
I let her know every time I'm over there.
Yeah.
We know that she
Wednesdays at
knows.
10 p.m., baby.
God.
You know everybody has like a celebrity one time.
No, don't even say it,
The
dude.
hall pass.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Miss Hernandez.
If your hall pass is a little too accessible, though, I feel like it's not really.
Yeah,
hall
that's not
pass.
like if you like. Let's say like you're.
Okay, did you just call Miss Hernandez an easy woman? Is that what I just heard?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Absolutely
Dude.
not.
No, he's saying like it's like a
Jonah's
celebrity
shooting a shot on the
crush.
podcast right now. Yo.
Can we like step aside from like my mom?
Mr. Hernandez.
Mr. Hernandez. We gotta get Mr. Hernando.
Yeah, we want Anthony's dad on the podcast for sure.
We would be canceled immediately.
That's great. That's what we want.
Well, yeah, that's not really the plan.
What are the odds your dad watches this?
0 out of
0.
Okay, I remember this story about Anthony's dad. It was
Let's hear it. Yes.
it was during COVID, and he had cancer. He had like a lot of lymph nodes taken out, and it was during fucking COVID. And it was like me, Anthony, I think our girlfriends at the time. Was it?
Oh yeah.
We went bowling. We went bowling.
Oh,
And-
Wait, you,
yeah.
Anthony, your girlfriends, and Anthony's dad went bowling?
His parents.
Oh, okay.
Parents.
How old were you?
22,
No,
21, 21.
no,
No, it was because it's
no,
right when I came back home from my first deployment.
Yeah, but we broke up when I was like 20, so it would have been before that.
Was it before I left?
It may have been.
Okay, well
It may
anyway,
have been.
continue.
No, I thought we were like 19. Anyways, not important. It was during COVID, so yeah, like 20.
I was about to say, did they drive you in the minivan to bowling?
No,
Did you need a ride?
No, we were graduated by that
Hey,
point.
babe, my parents are going to pick us up.
Yeah. anyways.
Not my parents. My best friend's parents.
Oh,
are
yeah.
Yeah, my
Not
best
even my
friend's
own
parents.
parents.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we got a Pacifica.
Town and country, it's just fast.
2 TVs in the back.
Fuck
These
these Honda
headphones.
Odyssey.
These headphones.
Yes, it literally look like these.
Yeah. anyways, so we're going bowling. And me, Anthony, and our girlfriend show up. And we're there for like 20 minutes, maybe 30, waiting for his parents to show up. And his dad walks in looking pale as fuck. And like this is like kind of like on like the come down of COVID, where everyone's like kind of chilling out with the mask rules and stuff, but some people were still taking it super seriously, you know.
Oh, I remember this story.
And his dad walks in. I think your mom came in a little bit before him, but your dad walks in with a mask on, instantly looks pissed off, like instantly. And he's just like, "You guys aren't gonna wear your masks for me? Like, didn't you know I was coming? You're not gonna put your masks on?" And I'm just like, I didn't say this, but it's like, dude, like you're in a public place. What the fuck did you expect? Like, you know, like it's not my job to wear a mask for you. He got so fucking bad.
At
He
this
stormed
point,
out. Like, he
at
just
this
left.
point, I don't think we knew he had cancer.
No, you
Yeah,
definitely
'cause didn't
did.
he hide
You
it
definitely
from you?
did.
No, he hid it from me until I was deployed. I didn't know about it until my knee
No,
surgery.
you definitely. Okay, you definitely knew about it though, because like he was telling us about it. He's like, I just had surgery.
Then it had to have been after I came home.
I feel like your dad was always more of the.
Maybe
like,
it was
wear a
that. Maybe it
mask
wasn't
type
our
of guy
girlfriend's thing. Maybe it was like.
Yeah, my
maybe
dad
it was
was
like
like
Dean
that.
and Kane or something. It
My
might not have
dad,
been
my
our
dad, when it
girlfriends.
comes to that kind of things, are like polar opposites. It's so weird. Like I grew up in such a totally different, like household.
You grew up in Michigan, right?
Yeah, I come from like my dad worked for the union. My whole family like were
It was 9 Mile,
unionized
right?
because they all worked for Ford or GM.
Yeah.
And like I grew up in like such a different environment up north, and I moved down here, and my dad was still the same way.
Yeah. You guys are loud.
Some things never change.
You guys are loud.
Yeah.
Loud up there.
Yeah, we have Anthony's mic turned down halfway.
I think it's just a I'm loud thing. I don't think it's a Michigan thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It's
even like
it's
your mom's
family.
Your mom's not like obnoxious, but she's still loud.
I get it from my mom.
You know, like,
She's
your mom's
definitely
still
loud.
My dad, the only thing loud about my dad are his fucking sneezes.
Dude, I got some.
Have you ever heard my dad sneeze?
Is he
dad
one of the ones
sneeze.
that just goes, ah?
Yes! That's
just
literally
yell,
how he sneezes. He literally just goes,
That's crazy.
I got his dad going that like that too, man. You know.
no, dude, it's horrible, dude. Like, I'll be sleeping and I'll hear him sneeze and I'll wake up in the middle of the night just freaked out. Like, what the fuck was that?
Demons.
It's like, oh, it's probably just, yeah.
It's Jonah.
It's me, baby. I kicked your
Jonah
dad to the
came
couch.
Yo, that's crazy.
Oh no.
Love you, Mr. and Mrs. Hernandez.
Can we, like,
That's a crazy first thing to talk about.
yeah, fuck
Moving
my,
on.
My fucking dad.
Moving on. Motorcycle.
Moving on. We are moving on motorcycles.
That's true.
Are you gonna get a bike?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I plan on it. I mean, there's a couple other things in between that, but
Are you like looking for like what kind of bike would you get?
I'd get an American bike. I'd get a cruiser. I don't want a crotch
You
rocket.
were talking about a Honda Rebel.
But yeah, that's a cruiser.
Okay.
Or you can't say American bike.
Okay.
It's not an American bike.
No, but like the dream
The
would
classic
be
bike.
the dream would be like Harley or Indian, like
Yeah,
an
I would-
Indian
yeah.
Scout or a Harley Roadster.
Dude,
but
Indian
like
Scouts are
the Honda
fucking
Rebels,
nice.
it's a cruiser, but it's like
It'd be like-
it's
it's
a
a first-time
smaller
beginner
yeah, it's a
bike. Yeah.
beginner bike. I'm not trying to kill myself the first
Yes.
bike I own. I want to wait till like the second or third bike.
And then kill yourself.
Yeah,
I'm just calling you out for the American motorcycle.
my bad, bro. But
Dude,
there's
Honda's
there's
the
a
most
couple.
American company out there, bro.
Dude, honestly, they probably make so much money off of us.
There's a couple steps in between, like a house, a boat.
A boat.
You want a boat
I
before
want
a
a boat.
bike?
Hell yeah, I want a boat.
Where are you gonna take your boat?
Like
Dude,
Altoona.
Lake Alatoona. I'm gonna be living in
No,
Ackworth.
there's.
Yeah, if he's
You can
right
take
there-
a boat a lot.
But
a
you'd
place
rather
right
have
there.
a boat than a bike?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's kind of valid. It's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, but boats are a lot more expensive than you think.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I know.
insurance
That's why I
also-
want to get like a cheapo pontoon boat.
It
It
That's
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Get you
super
that
easy
Bass
to
Pro
maintain.
You have
Shop
to, you
Tracker
have to have a
500.
trailer. You have to get fuel for it. Fuel's expensive.
I know.
Like,
and
and maintenance.
insurance.
Like,
the insurance and the payment itself, I've
think
looked
that'd
into
be
it.
bad.
It wouldn't be that
No.
bad. It'd be
Can
like
you look up on
120,
average
more
$150
how much
bucks a
boat
month.
insurance is?
it takes forever because if you're not, you're either gonna rent out a place to leave the boat on the lake, or you're gonna trailer it back home, which trailers are expensive. Every time you're gonna have to.
Oh,
fucking,
she's calling my bluff.
Tractor boats come with trailers.
300 bucks
average-
annually isn't bad. That's a small watercraft.
Hey, can you
though.
look up the cost of a Bass Pro Shops tracker?
That's probably like a $45,000 boat plus. That's like cheapo boats.
What is a Bass Pro Shop?
It's
tracker?
like their in-house fishing boat. And they're pretty good. They're pretty
They're
solid.
expensive though.
You can buy them used.
16 to 19.
No, you can buy them used
No
for way less than
way.
that. They're way cheaper than that, I guarantee you.
Just look up used.
Yeah, look at the used one.
Oh, there you go.
So that's still 17 grand. That's a bass
That's, like,
boat
brand
though.
new,
That's a
though.
bass boat. That's like a 2-3
Yeah,
seater.
that's for fishing. Anthony's trying to have a party boat.
No, I'm trying to
For
have a
cheap.
party boat.
That is more than I thought.
Like, I
it
wanna
would,
go
though.
tubing,
I would've-
wakeboarding.
I would've guessed,
Exactly.
12,
Like, dude,
13.
those Sea-Doo pontoon boats are actually like really fast.
Yeah,
and, like,
dude, you can
like
get
the
some fast-
steering wheel is like a jet ski.
You know what
It's
we could
really
do? We
cool.
could get just like a cheap pontoon boat, fix it up if it needs it, and then we could put just like a massive motor on
Just
the
a
back.
massive LS in it.
It's still a fucking
Not
pontoon
an LS.
boat.
but
It's not.
It doesn't
gonna be-
matter, but we can go fast.
You can go fast.
We ain't gonna go anywhere. We're gonna
might-
go straight into.
It might sink.
something.
You
It
can't
might
see
sink.
shit out of those things. You're gonna be just going hauling ass into a fucking rock.
I've seen
fun.
it happen. I've
It's
seen
got big cushions on the side of it.
Someone had the wise idea of putting a pontoon boat in Lake Michigan.
Ew.
We were out there.
Isn't that the deepest lake in the world?
Lake Baikal in Russia is. Lake Superior is the largest lake. In the world.
Okay, gotcha.
But Lake Michigan, I can do this because that's what Michigan looks like. Yeah, fuck Ohio. Lake Michigan's this lake. And someone decided to put a pontoon boat out on Lake Michigan, like out there. Not like on the coast, like out there.
Yeah, that you can't see the other
Freaking
side.
something.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
Something fucked up on the boat, and they had to call the Coast Guard. Like 3 people ended up dying too, because
So
it was
what
like
was that called?
October. The water was
Oh, you're fucking
freezing.
stupid.
What was that incident?
I was up salmon fishing up there a couple of years ago, and it was like a tour boat or something, like for shipwrecks or something like that, and the boat wrecked. How ironic.
Contribute to the cause, baby.
Yeah, literally.
Crazy.
And like it was a bunch of old people, so like I don't know, they didn't survive.
Random, but kind of on topic. Do y'all think flights are more risky to go on or cruise ships?
Fat people shouldn't be allowed on flights.
I was
Can
thinking
you
about
look that
that.
up?
I gotta believe that overall more people have died on flights, but I also have to believe that planes have made more miles per casualty than cruise ships.
Is that you talking about 9/11 or the Titanic?
I mean,
Exactly.
that's definitely
Because like I
for
mean,
sure.
there's the Titanic, there's Lusitania, there's a couple others that happened during war times, but it's like 4. It's not a lot.
Yeah, but do you know how many planes
slightly
fly every day?
Really?
Exactly.
No way.
It
How
says
many?
cruise ships often show a slightly higher mortality
Yeah.
rate per passenger mile than airplanes.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
how it's accounted.
crazy
Yeah.
because it
Because they
seems
carry
like
more elderly.
people be dying on airplanes all the time.
They
No,
don't,
That's
though.
just what the media
And
wants
the,
you
the
to
thing
think.
is like it's on it's on those like Vesna planes or whatever they are, where like it's like 6 people and they go like 200 miles.
But when's the last
Whereas
time-
you have a 767 going 5,000 miles with 200 people on it, if not.
But
double
when's
that.
the last time?
Those
when's
things
the,
are meticulously maintained and checked every
I
single
know,
time.
but when's the last time you heard about a
The
cruise
small
ship
ones
sinking
are.
and people
The,
They
dying?
are just not the same level though.
Flipped over on
They're-
the thing.
Oh, that's Delta. That was
Look that
Delta,
up.
February of last year.
What?
Like, cause so there's a
Korea
story
flight?
of like of last year, and there was this Delta flight, they in landing somehow they
that's
messed
it.
up and they
Yeah, the
flipped
Korea
over.
flight,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
Yep.
and look at the casualties on that.
Didn't like everyone die?
No one
No,
died.
not a
Oh,
single
no one
person
died.
died.
Not a soul on board. Everyone made it out.
And so, like, but that's all over the news. And all of last year, because I remember this, because I was flying to Ireland in April of last year. And I was, like, honestly a little bit worried because that happened. I can't, something else
Dude, there was like a
happened.
span
There
of
was-
3 months where there were so many
It
planes
was.
crashing out
There
of
was
nowhere.
the army plane that crashed into the commercial jetliner. Oh, in New York.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Over JFK.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That
I thought it was a
killed-
helicopter.
It was a helicopter and a plane, midair collision.
Oh,
Yeah. Killed like 100 people, something
Yeah.
like that. Or
And-
just shy of it.
And then even like when the military shut down, I heard like all the flight traffickers, I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, the air traffic controllers.
The air traffic, thank you. They like all didn't want to come to work. They're starting to like quit. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just take it because
Well,
they're not getting paid.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like that had to be such a risky time to fly, or there's just
Oh,
like
it
flights
was.
getting delayed and canceled because
Dude, there were so many flights that were canceled and delayed.
Yeah. Well, that's the craziest thing is like, I mean, you'll see that like in those smaller airports because a lot of those are like government-run airports, but like Hartsfield-Jackson is a private airport.
Yeah.
So they don't have that problem. They have the best air
Well,
traffic controllers in the world.
Yeah.
They do, but they still had that problem, especially when the government shut down.
I mean, not really.
No one showed up to work.
Not Hartsfield-Jackson.
I bet it depends.
They get paid good money, bro.
Oh yeah, that's like.
But Hartsfield's private. It's owned by, you know.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
It's a private air. It's a private.
Did y'all know that
airport.
the I'm forgetting the name, but what's the president's
Herbert Hoover.
Oh, Air Force One.
Air Force One?
Oh,
Thank you.
I thought you were just saying presidents. You just said president, so I said the first thing that came to mind.
Out of all presidents, Herbert Hoover.
Well, I vacuumed a couple hours ago. I was like, Herbert Hoover.
Oh my gosh.
That's cap. You didn't actually vacuum, did you?
Yeah, no, I did.
Okay.
No, I made an oopsie daisy.
Oh.
He nutted on the floor again.
What? Yeah, I just.
What were you gonna say about the Air Force One plane?
The Air Force One plane, they have like a specific mileage that you can fly, like from the Air Force One plane. It's not like that with any other. It's like you can't be within like 10 miles.
Oh, yeah.
Or
You'll be shot
maybe
down.
it's like or they will literally shoot you down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have jets
It's
on either
actually
side.
insane.
One in the back.
I think at a certain point they had to reduce that because there were so many.
It probably depends where he's
flights. Yeah.
Like if you're coming into Atlanta or something, you can't control that.
You
Yeah.
can't control.
If you're
that,
going
it's
to
the world's
fucking
busiest
Wisconsin,
airport.
you can
Yeah,
probably
but
control
I think
that.
it's more than 10 miles. I can't like off the top of my head. I can't remember how much it is, but it's when you think about that flying a plane and you're like, oh no, Air Force One is in the way. Like I have to
Golly.
completely divert.
I'm sure ATC's in your head going, get the fuck out of there, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
I have
Get
no
shot
idea.
down.
What's a tool truck?
20 nautical radius.
30 nautical miles. That's like 60,000 miles.
What?
Like closer. Wait, what? Can you look up how many nautical?
A nautical mile is 2,000 yards.
What's a 30
So
nautical?
it's like 60,000
The
yards.
10 mile is
yes.
probably the we're gonna shoot you no
Not
matter
60,000 miles. That'd be
Closer
in
to
like
10
on the
miles.
moon.
Yeah. I was about to say what?
That'd be in space.
Post 9/11. That makes sense.
what. No, 30 nautical miles.
Yeah, it's a little longer than 30 miles.
That's great.
So if you fly within 10 miles of it, you're
Yeah.
going.
You're probably
to
getting
get
shot down
blasted.
before you even get.
They'll probably give you a heads up before they shoot
Oh,
your
yeah.
ass down.
Like fucking get the hell out of there.
Y'all ever seen that video of like the one guy who snuck onto a tarmac, stole a plane, and he's like driving or flying around? I think it was like
Oh.
Utah and Michigan.
And he was like suicidal.
Yeah, he was very suicidal, and he's like, there's a whole conversation recorded with air traffic control.
That shit's fucked up.
And he's like, I'm gonna try and do like a barrel
Yeah.
roll. I'm gonna try.
Please don't.
Yeah, and then the air guy is like, please don't, man. But the air traffic control is also kind of like, you know, man.
Send it further.
You know, it's like,
We've all
what
been
if he
there.
ends up doing it? I don't want to see what happens.
Yeah.
He did it. He literally.
It was
hit
like
he hit
No
barrel.
way.
It was like a
bro.
smaller jet. It was like a 50 or 60
Yeah.
passenger jet. It wasn't like a.
Oh, it was a
747.
jet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It wasn't like a. It wasn't a. Cessna.
thought it-
it was.
oh,
a,
okay.
It was a big plane.
Yeah, it was crazy, and then he did end up
He crashed
running
it.
out of gas and crashing.
No, I think
it,
he
but
intentionally just nosedived.
he may have,
think he
but
just
he was
nosedived
like,
it.
he's like, oh, this could be my last one. Like, I'm really sorry, man. Like,
I'm gonna do a backflip now.
yeah,
Hey, man, I
it
mean-
is crazy.
Yeah, it was-
You gotta look it up though.
It's
It's
sad.
a really cool story.
It's
though.
cool and kind of sad. Though.
It's yeah.
'Cause it's just a guy who stole a plane but knows he has
But-
nothing to lose
well,
or
and the
live
thing
for. So he's
about
just
it
like,
was-
fuck it, I'm doing a
Why
barrel
did
roll.
this
If I
get
die,
so
die.
dark? work?
Well, it's an interesting story because from like what I understand about it, he had like a wife. I'm pretty sure he had a kid, right?
Probably.
And he was perfectly fine. Like there were no signs of depression, no sign of anything like that. And then one day he just snuck onto the tarmac, stole a plane, and just realized like, oh, there's no coming back from this.
Just like had a mental crack and just
Yeah,
was like,
exactly.
my life's over.
I mean, if
you're that
people
ballsy-
have mental breakdowns, normally they just like sit in their room and
that's
watch
why it's so
Stranger
fucking
Things,
That's
not
why it's
steal
so
a fucking
wild.
plane.
That's why it's so crazy.
yeah,
It's like when I have a mental breakdown, I buy a car.
How many cars do you have?
3.
Where do you live?
Hey! Hey! I would have been a homeowner if it wasn't for that motherfucker that put 20 over asking on that fucking
That's how she
house.
goes, brother. That's how she goes.
It's those stupid rental companies that buy out like over asking.
Not
That's
anymore.
Just,
It's
that's
not
the
gonna
industry,
happen
bro.
anymore.
You just fucking highest bidder.
I know we can't talk about politics much, but wasn't there a bill that Trump was trying to pass to get BlackRock and like all those other companies to stop buying single family
I
homes?
saw something about
I
that.
same.
I doubt it's going to actually happen, but it was basically like he was going to try and stop these big companies from buying up like whole.
Good, they should.
Well, but no, it was like specifically single family homes.
Yeah.
Because there
Yeah.
is, I forget what podcast I was listening to. If you want to look this up, they were talking about some country that you can only buy a house if you have like a certain amount of kids or something.
Oh, that's weird. I don't.
No, it's supposed to get because birth rate's going down, so it's supposed to
Yeah.
get birth rate up.
I could see that.
And I thought that was super interesting because
Interesting.
right now birth rate's going down because just the generation.
Everyone knows
is-
the world
well,
is fucked.
It's not even that. I don't think people are like doomers about it. I think it's more just it's too expensive to have a lot of kids. Like
I mean, that too.
a lot of people, can't really see themselves living comfortably having 2 or 3 kids.
But I also know a lot of people that are like, hey, I'm not having kids because I don't know where they're gonna be when they're 40.
No one does though. And like,
But-
honestly,
Yeah, but-
that's just kind of a.
Yeah,
Jay, what do you see on the Trump bill?
Yeah, of course. We'll
What do you see on the Trump bill?
So I know a lot of the struggles with birth rates are that people are getting married a lot later, and then they're having struggles having kids.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
People are getting married in like their late 30s rather than in their early 20s, and then it just slowly gotten later.
Yeah,
and
because
later.
when our parents were younger, they were.
Y'all think that has anything to do with Tylenol?
I think
I
that's
have a lot to do with Tylenol.
I have a lot to do with Tylenol. My mom took Tylenol when she was pregnant with me. Now I like Pokemon cards.
Dude,
So, Trump urged Congress to codify these measures into law, with some Republican lawmakers already introducing related legislation. So nothing is happening.
yeah. Well, I mean, he brought it up like what, a week ago?
So he's
2 weeks
just
ago?
but he's just bringing it up.
Yeah. I also
Trump's a
I also
businessman.
saw-
He probably supports that shit.
I also
No,
saw,
he does, but just nothing's been done, is what I was
Yeah.
wondering.
It's a popularity contest. I saw something though that he was like going to cap credit card interest rates at 10%, or going to try and enforce.
that would be
Yeah.
clutch.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad. If you can pull that off, great.
Wasn't he
I just-
campaigning that?
I don't think he was campaigning. I think he just brought it up like around the same time he brought that shit up. But
No, I thought he was campaigning trying
He
to
may have.
lower interest rates, or
He
maybe
may have.
that was
well,
last term or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't know. I mean, because the thing is, you have these people who just don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they sign up for a car loan or a credit card that has super.
They know what they're doing.
Okay.
They, in my opinion, they
Okay,
know exactly
no.
what they're doing. They're like, credit card, free money. I'm spending
When
it.
it comes to
And
the credit card, maybe.
But that means they don't know what they're doing because
No,
they say credit card
but
free money and they.
the thing
spend
is,
it.
no,
they
but-
know they aren't researching what to do with a credit card.
Yeah,
they
yes.
know going into it, this is a stupid decision, but I'm gonna make it. That's what
Right.
I'm saying.
But
I'm
they
not
don't
saying
honestly-
they
realize how consequential it is.
I think what's worse is the companies like Affirm and like the people you can like
I love Affirm,
no,
bro.
see, okay.
I
The people-
love Affirm.
The people that like will actually do that and finance a fucking burrito, right? It's
Dude, he's so right. You can finance the craziest things,
that's what it is.
dude.
You can pay $2 a month for a $10 burrito, like it's that. But the thing is, like, Affirm isn't a credit card company, but it acts just like it. What Affirm is a personal loan,
Yeah.
and so there's way looser laws on personal loans. So if you miss a payment, the interest rate's like 100%. They make all their money on people not paying
Not
off a
paying
fucking
them.
burrito. And it's crazy. Like, that's the shit that needs to be cracked
Nah,
down.
I love-
the credit card companies or whatever, because they have caps on it. There's already laws in place. There's not.
I don't know. You're still clicking the button, dude. I feel like that's a you problem.
There is absolutely some level of personal responsibility, but it's also kind of predatory, and I think that's the issue.
Yeah.
It is because it's so enticing.
It's
But
so
what-
easy.
But what is the predatory factor if they're literally telling you, hey, if you don't pay us this month,
Because-
we're going to put the interest rate up to this much,
Because are
and then
you-
you're like, okay.
Because are you going to read the 250 pages?
Yeah,
It's
you're gonna
buried
read
on
the fine
page
print?
It's not.
187.
They literally, it's not though. They tell you how much the interest rate is going to be if you don't pay it.
Okay, hang on. I believe you. We can continue. I just want to look something up.
I have
we
Affirm
have
on my
we
phone.
have-
We could just go
No.
on my phone.
Okay, go on your phone.
Okay,
Go on your phone and try to buy something. And I want to
Okay.
see how easy it is to find what the interest rate's going to be with Affirm.
Okay, so let's look up.
Can you screen record?
Yeah.
And send it to
We're
me.
gonna.
Hurry up. But with Affirm, I'm still trying to say that it's a personal issue. I don't think.
Just go.
Okay, so how could we do this? How could we buy
Buy now.
it?
Buy now.
Buy now? Is it through Affirm?
Okay, I don't think.
No, because normally, like, maybe you can't
Yeah.
you can't finance certain
It's on
things.
like if you go to what's that wheel website?
Fitment Industries.
Yeah, they use Affirm.
Yeah.
So
Why
if you
you
go
been
to
looking at wheels lately?
no, I just know.
Okay, let's
no,
just-
they
I
definitely
was
do
for
it.
a while.
Well, because that's something I would use Affirm for.
Let's go
It's
on my
something like
let's
that.
go
and that's
on my
valid,
Affirm.
right? And that's valid. But the thing is, like, I just think it needs to be a little more transparent on what it actually is, because people
But-
treat it like it's a credit card, but it's not. It's a personal loan, and it's
It is,
way
like,
more
it's
punitive
a-
if you
it's
fuck
a
up.
personal loan.
The people are treating it that way. It's a company say, hey, we can offer you this.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh my gosh, yes. And they just click okay. Like, I feel like that's a you problem.
Right.
I understand where you're coming from. It is predatory and
All right.
probably
Where my-
morally incorrect.
Where my
in
thumb
some
happened
sense.
to land was
No, I think if you use it right, it's good.
Challenger Scat
Yes.
Pack rear-wheel drive. So we're gonna look up wheels for that.
But because like let's say you get a $500 Xbox off of Amazon. You don't
Okay,
feel
look.
like spending $500.
So it says
Well,
right here, 0 APR, right? See if you qualify, but it's like $63 a month with Affirm. I haven't signed up for it because I'm not trying to get scammed. But yeah. So you can basically see that's fair, right? So it does show you. So you are right about that. So it goes from 0% APR if you pay it off in 3 months. It goes to 15% APR if you pay it off in a year, and it's like 14.9 versus like actually 15 at 18 months.
Yeah.
That is an insanely high interest rate.
But it tells you is what
It
I'm
does,
trying to
it does.
say.
And you're right
So
about
it's
that.
your problem if
It's
you're
true.
going into that and you know you in your head when you click that button are like, dang, I could probably pay that payment, but
Holy
I know
shit.
myself. Like, these people are going through their head and they're like, I'm definitely going to spend that money before I get to that payment.
Yeah.
Like, they know that in their head.
Okay,
that
no,
their personality
you are right. Though.
type
It
will
is pretty
spend the money.
transparent. It is pretty transparent. It's just kind
All
of
of them
fucked
are.
up. Like the first line is at the bottom. Rates are between 0 and 36%.
36% is crazy.
That's insane.
But the thing about it, though, is they're really good because they are personal loans, and
Yeah.
you don't have to pay any interest if you pay it on time.
And
Yeah.
plus, it
And
ups
that's-
your credit score.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
It is a way of financing.
Yeah.
So I actually like doing that with a lot of stuff. Like, I work for a shop, so at the shop, stuff can get expensive when you're working on a European car.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like,
Well,
you drive that car, you're not expecting it to just break down and cost $10,000 the next day when you
Yeah.
don't have that. You're just
Yeah.
not expecting that.
So I guess-
And so having an option to be able to spend a little bit in increments and be able to make your way back, and you're still going to have to budget and everything.
Right.
So it's still a personal decision.
Yeah. So okay, let me ask you this: what would you say the benefit of using Affirm over just your credit card is? Because like your credit
0%
card,
interest. Credit
Okay.
card you have to pay within the month.
right? Well, you have to pay a minimum payment. You have to,
Yeah.
it's a minimum payment. But
But
your
For
credit
certain
card
credit
for
cards.
certain things, like you get cash back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's small, but it adds up. And your car part probably isn't gonna count, right? But like if you're using Affirm to buy your groceries at Kroger,
Yeah, that's
you're not getting cash
You're
back.
not getting cash back
right?
for
But like if you use, your credit card, because I assume Affirm has some version of a credit card.
Yeah, they have a credit card,
Probably.
but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like so you have purchasing power on Affirm, right? They run your credit score and they tell you, hey, this is how much we're
Yeah.
willing to dish out on you.
Because okay, so you've gotten 0% on a loan from Affirm.
yeah,
Have you done
I
that?
have not used
Okay,
Affirm.
I have. I've used
I
it.
can almost guarantee you have gotten it.
I've used it,
What's
yeah.
your credit score, if you don't mind saying?
718.
Okay, that makes sense. So like, I guarantee you, anybody under like a 650 is not getting 0% on anything.
No.
You know.
No, bro. You'd be surprised. Maybe not Affirm, But there's some other of those companies
It's
that
like Prada or something. Or
Well,
Pradu or something. Like
there's so many of them.
Yeah.
But some of them, bro, they approve whatever.
They're just trying to get money, bro.
Because they know if you miss that payment, they're gonna make their bank.
Those are their money makers.
Yeah,
yes.
but the thing is, they're not getting 0%. They'll approve bad credit because they make their money on people with bad credit.
Maybe not like 400 credit score, but you can. I'm pretty sure you can still get approved for 0% for a decently low credit score.
I have to look into it more, but
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it is kind of predatory. I see what you're saying, but my main point on it is that it's a personal decision.
and you're right, and I agree with you there.
So
I agree with you there.
What do y'all
it's a
think
mistake
the,
you make.
What do y'all
Yeah.
think the average credit score in America is?
Low.
Mid fives probably.
No, I'd say low sixes.
I'd say
Low
mid-fives.
sixes, mid fives. What do you think?
I'd say mid fives.
I'd say low sixes, like 6,
You'd be
10.
surprised how many poor areas there are that don't really have
Wait, no,
good
don't
credit.
show us shit. Aw.
No way.
That's a lot higher than what I thought.
Really?
It says 715 to 717. Average age 18.
Hey, I got them above average. That makes one thing.
It goes up as you
Average
get
age
older,
is
which
Did
makes
no one
sense.
get that joke?
30 to 39 is 688. 40 to 49 is 702. And then 50 to 59 is over 720, which makes sense. I mean,
It goes up as you age.
The
'cause
older you
have
get
more
because you have more credit
You have more
history.
history.
yeah,
That's the reason why
you're-
mine is low as it is, because I only have one credit card that's been open for like 3 years.
That's good. When you have, I mean, like my credit score is around 800, and it's because I have one credit card that I pay my gas bill on.
Same.
Yeah.
And it's
Gas and
all like-
groceries. What
yeah.
I do because you get more cash back with groceries.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the apartment really helps credit. Oh, really helps
Yeah.
credit.
But if you
Yeah.
if you also like open another credit card and you're able to like consistently pay both of them, it's actually more beneficial to have two that you open because that helps your credit.
I
score.
think-
I just almost max out my credit card, like 50% of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, max out. I mean, like
No.
I almost get to like 50% every single month.
Yeah.
Just because I'm using gas, groceries,
Yeah.
and
Well,
a few other things here and there.
My dad and my brother are huge finance bros, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they were talking about. I overheard this. Basically, there's almost no point in using your debit card for anything, right?
Yeah, I've heard
if
credit cards to move.
If you can make that payment like on time, you're fine because no matter what you're buying, or not no matter what you're buying, credit card, there's gonna be random things you may not realize are gonna give you cash back for. There's no cash back on your debit card.
There's
So,
nothing
like-
on your debit card.
Exactly. So like it just makes more sense to use your credit card for everything. So
Some
I use my
people
credit card
forget.
for almost everything.
Some people forget, like, oh, I just bought groceries with my credit card, didn't see it come out of my bank account. No worries.
Well, you can set up automatic payments, stuff like that. Which
Again, personal problem.
I
Yeah.
know it's a
Yeah.
personal problem, but still, like, I know a lot of people that like forget, and that shit starts to add up.
Personal problem, budget. Watch your finances, bro.
Yeah, and that's a huge
Yeah,
thing.
that's
You gotta watch your
that's one
finances.
thing that I think every single person in our generation and
Well-
in the upcoming generation is going to get screwed over on is they just don't have anyone to give them financial advice.
And that's where I think like me and Jonathan got super lucky. Is
Yeah.
like our dad's a finance
guru.
Yeah, like he's super into that. He wanted to make sure we knew like
it was
how
his
to be.
job.
It was literally
he
his
worked
job.
for Coca-Cola for what 30 years.
Like 25.
Yeah,
Doing
around-
finance?
a little over 25 years,
Yeah.
and he was a financial advisor for Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Mhm. So we're gonna have him on the podcast.
Honestly,
the goal
it'd
is
be
to have
great.
him on.
It'd be great.
Have all the
Um,
dads.
Dad
cast.
Dads on this side of the table, us on that other side of the
That'd be
table.
lit, dude. I want to see what your dad.
We all
and my
just
dad
single
are
out
like
Mr.
together.
Hernandez.
No, but like, okay. Well, I was getting to that. No, you're fine. Is like we got lucky with that, right? Most people probably don't have someone like that directly in their lives,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like some people might find it on their own through YouTube, but who do you trust on that? And like the thing is, it is very intentional that it's not taught in schools. It is very intentional.
Oh, yeah.
That financial literacy is like maybe a 1 week course in econ if you're lucky. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the other thing I hate is like public education is literally set up to make you a good factory worker. Like it was founded in the 1800s to make you a good factory worker. It's not designed to make you creative. It's not designed to make you think for yourself. Not designed to make you financially literate. It's designed to make you, okay, I show up at this time on time every day and I do my tasks and I get them right and I feel good.
So
That's why a lot of people are homeschooling their kids now.
I don't
Like,
blame
that's
them.
becoming very
I
common.
don't
So,
blame them.
If you could somehow find this by my description of it, that would be awesome. But it was either like Socrates or Plato or someone like that. The way they would teach their kids or their
Students.
apprentices or students or whatever you want to call it was by
Prodigies.
like asking questions. And so you'd bring a topic, and then everyone would ask questions about it, and it'd be like in a circle, and you would have this free reign debate, free reign conversation. And what that does is it trains you to be creative. It trains you to think for yourself.
Exactly.
It trains you to
Critical
think outside
thinking.
the box.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so now in a public education system, I mean, you are being trained to raise your hand if you have a question, and if you raise your hand and you're
Ask to
wrong,
go to the
you get
bathroom.
shunned. Yeah,
Ask to
you
go
have
to
to
the
ask.
bathroom.
Like, there's so many like psychological mishaps with like public schooling, even private schools. I mean,
Yeah, did the
me and
same
him
thing.
went to private school for like until high school, and it's the same thing, just a smaller group of people. There is
Yeah.
not much more creative thinking, not much more.
The biggest
which is-
difference there is like they're able to teach you the curriculum on a more one-to-one basis, but that's it. It's the
Yeah.
same shit.
But it's the exact reason that Carter was saying. It's why homeschooling is becoming so much more popular.
Mhm.
And I mean, a lot of people say that homeschooling is like it's making your kid not socially
Get him on a
adept,
baseball
right?
team.
Exactly. So then you get a homeschooled kid on a sports team or some club or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Or move to a neighborhood with a lot of kids in it. Or
Yeah,
something
I
like
mean,
that,
you
know?
you
Who's
get rid of
Jamal?
all of the. I was Jamal trying to FaceTime you.
Hey yo.
But it's just such an interesting like point of conversation because like what was it called? Okay, Socrates in ancient Greek who developed the Socratic method, disciplined dialogue using
Socratic
problem
seminars.
questions. Yeah, expense. I mean, like that's what we challenge people like at work to do. It's
Mhm.
like think for yourself. A lot of the times, like you'll have people come up to you like.
Yeah.
I'm 22, and a lot of people I work with are probably around 18 to 20-ish,
Mhm.
and they will come up to me and they'll be like, hey, what should I do about this? And what they're expecting is me to just give them the answer,
Yeah,
right?
a lot of people like that.
And 90% of the time, like, I have enough time to
Right.
ask them questions.
Yeah.
And so I will be like, well, what do you think?
Exactly.
And it challenges them to critically think.
And that's how you
figure it out.
actually teach somebody to learn their field and
Mhm.
like actually learn how to make decisions for themselves. Like at my work, right? Like, yeah, every now and then I'll have to ask him a question. It's usually not like, oh, is this right or wrong? It's like, what do you think the best option here is? And like, I don't come up to him with a blank.
and this wire
yeah.
do?
Yeah. Like, I don't come up to him with a blank face, being like, what should I do? I usually like, okay, I could do this, or I could do this, or I could do this. What do you think is the best option?
Yeah.
Like, that's what you're really trying to get to. Like, you may not have the right answer, but you should have some idea of what a solution could be.
Yeah.
And you can work on it from there. But I think that's what a lot of people need. It's like,
Well, and you're lucky you think that way because Jamie and I over here had a old coworker that used to work with us, and he got a job as an apprentice.
Yeah.
And the first week on the job, he was asking questions because that's what we trained him to do.
That's what you should
right?
do.
That's what we trained him to do was
Yeah.
ask questions.
Yeah.
And his boss told him, like this is a quote passed down.
Shut
so
up
I
and
don't know
sweep.
how-
Not
Pretty
a
much.
blue
They said
collar
we do
job,
not
brother."
pay you to use your head.
Yep.
We pay you to use your hands.
Oh, I've heard that before. Trust me.
And
Not
so,
directed
like-
at me, but it's I pay you for your hands, not for your head.
Yeah.
And it's
And so you're very lucky to have, even if you have the mindset and like your boss doesn't necessarily want to ask you questions to lead you there, you
Yeah.
have the mindset to ask questions so you fully understand it.
exactly. And that's like one of the benefits of working for a smaller company is like he genuinely benefits from me being better and smarter at my
Mhm.
job. Whereas like you have these massive electrical, plumbing, whoever companies that have 200 people
Yeah.
on staff.
Well, people
Who
don't
gives a
think
shit
like
if the new
that.
kid? Who
Yeah.
gives a shit if the new kid doesn't know what he's doing? He's just there to sweep and run pipe and be the gopher and like
Well,
just go get shit from me.
When
Like,
I was at the diesel shop with Alex, dude, my first day, they were like, "Here's the tasks we need you to get done.
yeah.
If you see anything else that needs to get done, I want you to write it down. And if you have any ideas of what more like we could
Yeah.
do differently,
Yep.
that's literally what we're looking for."
That's a
That-
good employer.
Yes, exactly. And again, it's another smaller company, so he's
Yeah.
like he's only got 10 guys working for him. He needs all the brain power possible
Exactly.
to be able to build a better company.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at how successful they are compared to like where I work, where it's a freaking.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll be in class and like there's only a handful of other residential guys in there, but it's like, they're all talking about how slow they are, whatever. I'm like, dude, we're booked out till April. What do you mean you're slow? like you gotta get on this shit.
That's one thing nowadays that's huge in business. I feel like finding a a entrepreneur who's actually like comprehensive and uses their brain to do stuff is so hard to find these
Yeah.
days.
Well, and there's a lot of different
Like-
skills that go into that, so it makes sense that it's rare. But a lot of people are just too lazy to do it. Or they don't want to take the
Right.
risk, and that's
They don't
the
want
big
to take the risk. That's
Well-
a lot of what it is.
thing. It's risky. Opening your own business is risky, no matter what field it's in.
Well,
Yeah.
but the people who are opening their own business, they're trying to do like everything, or they're just
Exactly.
they didn't expect it, or they didn't really like it.
Yeah.
They wanted to test it out and they
Yeah.
didn't like it.
Which
So
is fair.
it's hard to find someone who's genuinely passionate about what they're doing. Like I'm sure he is.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like the thing. Like when I first started for him, like his thing he told me off the bat was like, I want someone who doesn't know fucking shit. I want someone who I can teach to do things the right way, not come in with all these preconceived notions of how shit should be done. Like, I want to teach someone the right way, how I do it every time, and it makes sense. And if I go to a different company, there's going to be a bit of a learning curve there because they do shit differently, but I'll pick it up, you know? But the thing is, like, what was I saying? Ah, shit. I had a point on this. My bad.
Brain fart.
Brain fart, dude. Brain fart.
You were talking about like if you worked for like a different company, you'd pick it up.
No, yeah, it's before that. I was gonna say, like, that's the benefit of working for a small company.
Yeah.
It's just you truly do matter that much more. You're not a Walmart employee where you could be gone and swapped out at a minute's notice. Like, Tim has invested 4 years into me. If I leave, it's a big hit. You know?
But that's a good point though. Him hiring a apprentice rather than hiring a fully known technician, you're more malleable.
Exactly.
To be able to learn.
Exactly.
Like most of the older guys in the industry are used to the old ways.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. There's a lot of old heads out there.
I don't think it has anything to do with big or small company. I think it's just a good person.
Trust me, dude.
I think it has a little bit to do, but I think you're correct.
Because I've
management too.
I've seen both of it because like I've seen big army stuff
Yeah.
where like I've had really good leaders that actually give a shit about you. Like, you're not just a number. They actually want to like break you down to build you back up.
Yeah.
They treat you like you know nothing, but you can tell that these people care about you and they want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
Whereas I've worked at smaller companies where they just don't care.
Yeah.
They're just worried about stacking paper, and that's like I think it has nothing to do with what size company you work for. Maybe a little bit, but it's based off of what person you're under. Like,
I think
they actually care
industry.
about you.
I think industry plays a point in there because like there's certain industries where like the individual man can be more valuable than others, right?
Yeah.
Like, if your whole job is just push paper and push buttons, like you're pretty replaceable. But like
Yeah.
if you have to get trained for years to get good at something, you're not as replaceable.
Yeah, I understand that.
But also to your point, like a good leader can be found anywhere. It could be a
Yeah.
company with 5 people or 500. Like a good leader is going to make or break the difference for you. So like, yeah, like if you have a team, a squad leader, right, and he's like gives a fuck about you and all that shit, you're gonna have the same feeling I do about my company, right?
Yeah,
If you have a squad
exactly,
leader who's like, fuck you, I don't care, fucking figure it out. Like,
yeah, it's just the
gonna be dog
difference
shit.
between good and bad leadership.
and that's fair. That's fair. But there's also a more vested interest in a smaller company of like having good employees. Like you are benefiting more per person based off a good employer.
Well, plus,
or
and
well-trained.
and also, even if it is a big company, it also looks bad on you. If you're just blowing through apprentices and like people are quitting left and right, it looks bad on you because like, oh, these guys aren't going anywhere.
I got an apprentice you can blow through.
All right. I think more of the point that we're trying to have here is that the corporate companies and larger companies are not.
Sorry, go ahead.
All right, never mind.
Nice, nice.
What's wrong?
That's the sound of the shower.
That was great.
No, what were you saying though?
Sorry.
Never mind.
No, finish your
Never
sentence.
mind. I don't remember.
I don't know. We're kind of just rambling here.
I know.
Yeah. So, guys.
I was saying our point was more like corporate companies who are bigger are not going to be more sufficient in picking their management.
Yeah.
So they're more likely to have bad management, bad leadership over a small company who's like the owner is either your management or they're right above your management.
Yeah,
at a
I
small
can
company.
I can agree to that to an extent.
Yeah.
I can agree.
But I'm not trying to
gotta
say
experience it.
at a big company you're going to have a terrible manager.
No.
In a small company, your manager's going to be great. It just depends on the person.
Exactly.
Yeah, it
obviously.
depends on the
but
person.
more likely is all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I get that. I can relate to that.
At the very least, you are more valuable. Not necessarily monetarily wise, but just as a person at a smaller company. I could definitely say that with confidence. Like, you are more valuable.
It's past my bedtime.
Yeah.
You said that last time. It was like 2 hours later last time though.
It is 9 o'clock.
Dude, when you're tired, some of the good stuff comes out, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I work 20 hours of unpaid labor in the blue collar industry
You're a fucking idiot. Why don't you get paid?
because that's how hard I work.
All right, don't
I
listen
think
to this fucking guy.
I think last podcast we talked a lot about like college and working in the field, and I think we've got a good mix right here. Altogether though, we're all in our 20s. So what do you guys think like the best way to spend your 20s is?
Honestly, I would say saving and investing.
I say stack paper, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's good to have fun. I think it should be a
Oh,
healthy.
yeah.
It should be like a healthy balance because
What-
you don't want to go into your 40s with a wife and kids and be like, damn, I wish I did that when I was in my 20s.
What's
I agree.
like I'm talking specifics here. Like, don't try not to be vague. Like, what is your healthy balance? Like, how many vacations? What are you buying?
One cool trip a year is enough, dude.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah,
Like,
and what's like are you going to like Japan, or are you just like driving down to Florida?
I think that's a personal thing.
I think it just depends
well,
what you
I
think is cool.
I think it's a personal thing, but one costs significantly
That's
more
true.
than the other.
That's
So
true.
that's why I asked.
Well, and I
Because you
think-
could go to Florida 3 times a year. It just depends how much
Right.
you can take time off.
And I think that's a person-to-person basis. Like, what is your income versus what are you spending on a vacation?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like, if
I don't
you're
know the
making-
magic number of what you should spend on vacation, but maybe save 10% of your income every month and spend that on a vacation. You know,
I mean,
one
like
week out of the year.
Yeah.
Like obviously, if you're making 40 grand and
Yeah.
like you're struggling to pay rent, you shouldn't be going to Japan.
Right.
you-
But you can go to Florida for a weekend.
But you can go to Florida
Or
for
a
a
week.
weekend,
Yeah,
yeah.
or a
Or you
week,
go to
you know?
go to like somewhere cool like the Everglades. I mean,
Yeah. Rent a cabin in Blue Ridge for a week, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, not Blue Ridge.
What do you
it's
think?
Expensive, but you can get near it.
I personally think in your 20s you should not be giving a flying fuck about any sort of life balance.
Here's the thing. So, like, the reason I say save and, like, invest is because, you know, like, let's take Roth IRA. It's a compounding interest. So the more you build it initially, the more it has to build on.
Yeah, so you should make money, put money in there,
Right.
and focus on that.
That's what I'm saying.
So, I don't
So you're
think
saying,
you
like,
should,
don't take vacations ever.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you're gonna take a vacation, like do it because you deserve it, like you worked hard for it, and even if you do take the vacation, don't see it as like, okay, I'm not gonna work.
I don't
Like,
think anyone's saying that.
But y'all are saying like you're supposed to have fun in your 20s and
I
all
agree.
that,
I think
and I
you
think
should.
yeah, you're supposed to have fun, but I don't think
you
like
only
you should
got-
be thinking about having a work-life balance.
Well,
I don't think that should be your thought process at all. I think you should just be gaining skills, gaining knowledge, and building yourself up so you can have a better life down the road.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
the-
disagree with you. I think it's just like, I guess work-life balance for some people is more subconscious than conscious, but like basically making sure you're not working 70 hours a week or only working 20. Like have a good work-life balance to where you can work hard, make good money, learn good skills, have, you know, skills that pay you, but also don't blow your 20s away just working. That's kind of what we're getting at.
Yeah, I think there should be honestly like a healthy work balance because like me, like now, like I'm gonna be a homeowner soon, right? Like I'm gonna have to be like on my grind, so I'm not spending like all of
But
my
that's your
money.
choice. You could save money.
No, I know that's a choice. I mean, dude, I'm gonna be turning 25. Like I want to be able to have my own place, and plus I have military benefits,
So
so
if
there's
you're-
no downside in not doing it.
If you're saying in your 20s you should just be having fun and making the most out of life, but now you're saying I'm going to be a homeowner, I'm making a choice to buy a house.
but you did. Like,
I don't-
let
I
me
think
let
you're
me
missing
get
the
to
point.
where let me get to where I'm going. Like, yeah,
Y'all hear that?
yeah. What was that?
Oh, fridge.
I was so confused.
Ice
Fuck off,
cubes.
fridge.
But like what I'm saying is like, hey, like I'm gonna be working like I don't know, 10 hours a day, like making sure like I can get my money going. But at the end of that, when like I work hard, like, hey, now is the time to do something cool.
But are you going to be happy with, let's say you're a mechanic by the end of it, making 150 grand a year?
Yeah, no, 150 grand. That's like not as a mechanic because mechanics that make 150 grand be slaving for the hours.
No.
True.
Yeah, they
No?
do.
We
I
pay
would say-
we pay our mechanics well.
Yeah, but they do. They be working all the time.
I wouldn't
though,
say that.
dude.
They'd be working 8 to 5. And make
Yeah,
their
I know,
hours.
but during those
Pretty good.
8 to 5, like, dude, even when I come home, I do basic maintenance stuff. I am at home, like, after a 10-hour day, exhausted.
Okay. I
You're blowing
understand.
Carter's mind with this shit.
Huh?
I don't know, why are we all laughing?
I don't know.
I know why I'm laughing.
Why are you laughing? Please share with the rest of the class.
Well, I mean, I think there's an extent of, would you say that physically exhausted and mentally exhausted are different?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
similar-
they coincide though.
A similar result, but different.
A similar result, but different feeling.
Yeah, I agree. So when you come home from your 10-hour shift, how physically exhausted are you versus mentally exhausted?
I'm physically exhausted. It's an
When-
easy
yeah.
job. Like,
No,
it's
when
like-
you're exhausted like that though, your head is blurry. Like I don't know. That's the best way. Foggy.
It's you got that mental fog, but I think there's a difference. Like if you deal okay, so I do deal with a lot of dumb people in my like line of work, like where people will say
We'll have
something,
Alex on the podcast later. I'm kidding. Sorry, that was a bad call.
where people
I love
will
Alex.
say something like,
I haven't
"Wow,
seen this camera."
that was dumb." Like that's the mentally exhausting part, like having to deal with stupid people. But like that's like you just go home thinking like, oh, like damn, I just dealt
you
with
deal
some
with
stupid
that's
people.
life. You're
But
gonna
that's
deal
life.
with people
but like
that no
physically
matter what.
exhausting. You're home. Like you're not like. I don't know. I think there's a really big difference between like mental exhaustion and physical.
Well, the reason
exhaustion.
I say
at least for me.
Yeah. Well, the reason I ask is because I think there's a lot of validity into like what all of you were saying. So like you can come home physically exhausted, you can come home mentally exhausted, but I think that's why whatever you come home exhausted, you make the other part exhausted. So like you truly use every hour, every minute of your day to make it the most, especially when you're in your 20s and you have this much energy, you have this much time. Like it is absolutely worth using every bit of energy you have towards bettering yourself. And I think that's kind of what Carter was getting at. So the point I was trying to make is if you come home from a 10-hour shift physically exhausted, like read a book, listen to a podcast, like make sure you're
fall asleep, to be honest with you, man. I hit my bed, I am out.
Yeah, and I think you do a good job. I mean, I know you're very into the gym, so you're obviously coming home physically exhausted and then you're going to the gym. But like for myself, like I listen to podcasts in the gym, I listen to books in the gym, and like it maximizes that time so much more because I'm bettering myself in two separate ways.
Yeah, I'd be watching podcasts and like informational stuff while I'm like doing my cardio. Like I have an hour to kill. I might as well
Except
watch
for the
something.
gentleman's table.
I
He's
watched
cardio, don't worry.
it. I just fell asleep
Why'd you fall asleep?
because I was tired.
That's right. Our own podcast members falling asleep listening to the podcast. He's all
Sorry, guys.
Not
Sorry.
that it was
to be fair,
boring.
he was already there. I know what's gonna happen. So it's a little less.
You know, there's no
intriguing.
surprise.
It's
That's crazy.
the end of my point there is just
There's
like
no
I
ahas.
think while we're talking about our 20s, and I think whether you're working a mentally exhausting job or a physically exhausting job, I still think when you get home from your 10-hour shift, you have time to still work on things.
No,
Whether
I still
that's
have time
your
to
mind or
wind
your
down
body.
and stuff, but like I
Okay.
gotta let my if my body's telling me to take a nap, I'm taking a nap.
Yeah.
When you say have fun in your 20s, what does that mean? I know we said vacation, but what genuinely, like, if you were to live out your 20s, what's having fun as well as gaining
Doing
money?
the things that you want to do, getting the things that you want to get, because like me, like I bought my Mustang when I was 21. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was 40 with kids and stuff. That wouldn't have been a good financial decision. I didn't
Depends.
at the time. I was living with my parents. I was just coming back home from deployment. I had the money to spend. I had a job, so I was like, hey. There's no harm in if I do this. It's not going to financially ruin me. Like, it's not going to be a huge deal, and it's something that I've always wanted that I'll keep for a very long time.
Having a Mustang and buying it is fun, but that's like you did that one thing in your 20s and you're going to drive it. I'm saying, like, what do you mean by having fun in your 20s? Are you talking like going out every weekend?
No. I don't even think
drinking all the
that's fun.
time.
I think
or
it's
hanging,
more like making time to hang out with your friends, making time to go on trips, see places you
going
want to
on.
see.
Yeah, do the things that you want to do.
Experience things you want to experience, and like not get so caught up in work and other bullshit things of life that you miss out on like the fun parts of life, like hanging out with your friends, doing random fucking podcasts. And
Can you single that down to Georgia?
that's
So
that is like a decent number. I mean, like
That's
I-
horrible.
Okay, no.
I had asked Jamie.
it depends
to
where
look
you
up-
live.
Wait.
If you're living in South
That's livable.
Georgia, that's decent income.
That's livable.
Just a second. So I asked her to look up
41 grand. I
the average
double
age
that.
of a 25-year-old, right? And so the average age of a 25-year-old, it said was 40 to 59,000. This is saying that's a median household though, so that's two people. For those under 25 are making $41,000, while 25 to 45 median household is around 70, 80. So that's still around $40,000 per person.
Yeah.
So on average, if you're making over $40,000 at your job, you are better than the average.
If you're making
person.
more than $20 an hour,
really sad.
you're above average.
That's
really sad.
insane.
and like,
Y'all
I think
aren't
a lot of the times
considering
we look at
the amount of people who graduate high school and go to work for McDonald's for 20 years.
Yeah.
but the
No, I'm considering it. I'm just saying it's sad.
You're
Yeah,
considering
it's
working at
definitely sad.
McDonald's?
I don't disagree,
because
but
like look up the average age of
You're
a
considering
25-year-old
working at McDonald's?
in the world.
the average income.
Because
it's probably like
difference is
16,000.
Insanely less. Because like
Yeah.
if we think about
Do you know what the
that,
average annual income is worldwide? It's like $10,000 a year.
That's
Wow.
what we just
Well, yeah,
looked
because
up.
there's a lot of people making like 10 cents an hour.
Bro, there's
over in,
what's
like,
that island
Asia.
where they're just
Yeah,
a random
yeah.
group
That's-
of people who don't
That's a different topic.
Even
that
have
we could get into
currency.
later. That's a different topic to get into later, though. Is like the amount of people in America who have a completely like disillusioned view of like their life in America. Like in America, our poverty line is just a little under $30,000. If you make less than 30 grand a year, we consider you in poverty, right? That is 3 times the amount of money someone makes, like average worldwide.
What's the? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, you're
you.
good.
What's the level you have to surpass to get welfare?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Is it
I don't-
30? Is
I
it
don't-
30 grand?
Probably something around that. I mean, it depends what you classify as welfare, because there's like unemployment and there's also like straight up welfare. Because unemployment, you just have to get fired.
I mean, like you
That's
have a
not
job,
true.
but
You have
you're
to get
only.
fired for non-liable causes.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Basically laid off is basically what
Well,
it is.
because like we laid someone off, and it was because they were showing up late. It's because they were
But that's for
making
cause.
comments.
That's
Well,
firing for
exactly.
cause, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
but-
different.
You're
Yeah.
telling me that I can make.
I'm saying firing somebody because sorry, we can't afford to pay you
doing
is
nothing?
different.
I realize what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah. But you're right. It's a good
How
point.
much a month?
$1,700 a month?
Is welfare
And
Well,
food stamps?
So
No
No
there's that
wonder
in,
why people
like-
be doing this.
I don't know the
Each kid
politics
raises it
behind
up.
this, so I don't know how much this is going to stir the pot. But I do know that I've seen a lot of like single moms or single dads, and they're like on welfare, and they're making that much money, right? Like this says like what $2,200 a month, which is a lot of money, right? That's what someone do the quick math, like
It's like 20,
Wait,
it's
so-
like a little under 30,000.
yeah. So
So if you
30,000 a
have
year.
if you're a single mom with one kid, you get 2,300 basically.
Yeah. And so for that, like people are struggling getting back into the job market because if they get a job that pays less than that,
That was the COVID thing.
then they're actually losing money. So it
Yeah.
makes more
That
sense
was-
for them to be unemployed.
And that was a big thing during COVID when it first came out, because all the stimulus checks, like, oh, if you're unemployed or working less than 40 hours a week or whatever it was, you got like $600 a month, which at the time, average pay for like someone my age at the time was like $15 an hour, which is like
Yeah.
right at $600 a month. So like you're literally getting paid more or the same just to sit your ass at home.
Yeah.
Like now, like most people are probably wanting at least 17, 18,
Yeah.
something like that. I don't know, but still, like.
It's livable.
Yeah, I didn't like it because I was like, I don't want to waste my time sitting at home feeling like a shitbag getting paid for not doing anything. But at the same time, I can't blame you for getting paid the same I am just to sit
And
at
not
home
to-
and play fucking CS:GO. all
No,
day.
it's fair. It's a bad gray area because like you're like, dang, I can live off this and be fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, if you're living at home
Or-
too, or like I guess, well, if you were a dependent, you couldn't get it. So you'd
Yeah.
have to like live by yourself.
But
or-
but what I'm saying is like if you're a fan, like you're single
Yeah,
parent,
yeah.
you're like, okay, I could live like this, be perfectly fine, provide for my kid, and and just chill and do nothing all day, do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Or I could go get a
Be an
job and
artist.
have to work.
yeah,
So it's easy to understand.
like,
But
I get the mindset, but the thing is like, you're accepting the fact that you're never gonna make more than like 30 grand a year or get.
right, but it's the feeling of like I can be lazy or I can work to make
Yeah.
just about the same.
Yeah.
So it's like what's really
Yeah, and the hard thing is like I understand why the program is there, because the program is there for people who truly cannot work, people who are like
Yes.
mentally disabled or
Don't put your
physically
eyes in
disabled
me.
or whatever reason it is. Like it is there for a good reason. It is just highly abused, and that's the problem.
Exactly.
pivoting a little, can I ask you guys a question? So talking about like what your 20s is for, what's something you hope to have accomplished before you're 30?
That's a good point.
Well, I'm already trying to buy a house, and my goal is before 25.
Yeah.
But
You
I feel
wanna,
like that's a big one before you turn 30.
That's-
Do you want to like have that house and like have owned it for 5 years before you're 30, or do you just want to like get in the housing market?
I want to own 3 houses by the time I'm 30.
So like, would that be like realistic goal that you're trying to achieve, or is it just you want to be a homeowner by the time you're 30?
That's a realistic goal that I'm trying to do.
Just
like
3 houses?
with the VA loan, dude, it's unbeatable.
Yeah,
I like it.
that's awesome.
Like
I think
that's
it's a
a
good goal.
huge goal for me to
Yeah.
be a multiple homeowner by the time I'm 30.
But like,
Sick.
what's your goal if you were to write down your goals and be like, at 30 I want this. At 40 I want this. By 30, what is going to be your top goal?
I want to be a
priority?
millionaire by the time I'm 30.
What does that mean?
I want to have
Net worth? Does that mean you make $1 million a year? What does that mean?
probably my
Making
net,
$1 million a year
probably
would
my
be
net
fucking
worth,
crazy.
like all my assets and stuff. Like if I sold everything, I'd be a millionaire.
Do y'all smell that?
I do smell that. What is that?
That's what?
Oh, the heater? Yeah, okay.
But that's my
Probably need to
valid.
change your
What
filter.
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
My goal, I would like to own a house. I'd also like to have enough money to like have a fuck you car, not like a Lambo, something I could drop like 10 grand a year into. And
What's
fuck around
your
with.
fuck you car right now?
My fuck you car right now, if I could buy it right now, would be a like 2012 D37S 6-speed manual
Oh,
coupe.
God.
And here's the thing.
Ooh.
Here's the thing. I know it's a hot take. and
That's a
that's-
bad take. That's not a hot take. That's a bad take.
Look, and that's not really a fuck you car. That's not a fuck you car. Like I'm saying right now, if I could buy like a fun car, that would what it'd be.
Oh, with the money you have
Yes,
now? Okay,
yes.
okay.
Not
That's
buying
fair.
30.
See, I don't mind VQs, but if you have a chance, buy your 30 now.
I'm not putting an exhaust on it before you get there. I'm
You
not
can put
putting
it though, man.
I'm not.
You
my
could
only
put
goal,
the-
my only goal with an S would be lower it, wheels, some cosmetics. Like I would not go for performance in it. Like it'd be a fun mountain car to take up there. It'd be quick, but it wouldn't be fucking light
Nah,
speed.
bring the Fiesta back.
Fiesta was lit, but it's not.
They're
fast.
trash too.
They're
like
kinda
it's
trash.
just
that
you learn the
1.6
hard way.
That
bro.
1.6
They're
is
horrible.
unreliable.
Hey, what's
Okay.
up with 1.6s? You got a problem with 1.6s?
I do a problem with 1.6s.
That's what's in my mini, man.
Besides getting a cool car, what else?
What's your like top goal? You said
Okay, my
you
top
said,
goal, like overall, would be to be making at least 6 figures in the electrical industry and like enjoying the job I have. Like I would want to enjoy the job I have. Whether that means owning my own
that's
business,
a huge goal.
owning my own business, traveling the country or
being
the world,
passionate in it.
being passionate in what I do, and like knowing it well would be what I want.
Okay.
Hey,
I
you
like
know
that.
what they
that.
say:
Really?
if you never work a day
You
in your
answer
life,
first. I
you
asked the
love
question.
it.
Me first. I already have a goal set. Is a 8-figure business by the time I'm 30.
That's a high goal.
That's a good goal.
It's a good
I
goal,
think
though.
it's okay.
It's doable. I mean, it's definitely
yeah.
doable, but that's a lofty goal.
I think it's
I
okay.
respect it.
Well, he's also a bag chaser, so for
Yeah,
him it'll be a
car's a
lot easier
grinder.
than someone that doesn't know what the hell they're
I
doing.
am on that app a lot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's true. Wait, hold up. What does that mean?
What about you, Jonathan? What's your goal?
I feel like my goal's like significantly different from you guys.
Yeah,
I want to be a dad by the time I'm 30.
And that
Hey,
makes
you have a great
thing is,
start.
I was gonna say, and the thing is, that's a lot easier to say when you have someone like good by your side that you're already planning on marrying.
Yeah.
Like for us, like we don't know what that holds. Like
Yeah,
like,
dude,
it-
I'm pushing 30
It
this year.
is hard to find a good woman who is worth marrying and raising a family with. It is harder now than ever to do that, right?
sure.
Hell
So-
yeah.
Well, and
it
I think
is.
like for me, it's not even just being like a dad. Like I want to be a good dad.
I was
Yeah,
about
of
to
course.
ask.
Of
What
course.
does that?
Yeah,
what
what
does being
that
a dad
and
mean
so
for
like
you?
I think like there's this term that I use a lot of time at work, and it's provide, preside, and protect. And so I want to be able to protect my family. I want to be able to provide for my family, and I want to be able to preside, which is like lead them. So
Okay. Yeah.
in like all ways in life, I want to be able to like take care of them.
Yeah.
So like if someone scary is walking down the road, like I'm there, and they're not gonna like touch us because I'm there, right? So that means I
Yeah.
need to work on my body.
Big Daddy Johnny's on the case, man.
Come on.
So let's go,
Right?
baby.
But it's also like I want to raise my kids in a way that like they're going to be critical thinkers, they're going to be creative, but they're also not just going to be like iPad kids who are creative,
Yeah.
right? They're going to know what shit's like outside. They're going to they're going to be the type
Get
of kids
muddy
who-
and get bug bites.
yeah,
and,
exactly. And I think there's a lot of different ways that you can lead
Poison
that.
ivy on their butthole.
They're not hanging out with Uncle Jonah much.
Jonah.
You guys sit in the woods, grab this leaf, it's great. It's mint, baby.
Oh, you gotta take a shit,
Dude, these 3 leaves are magical. Trust me. Just use these.
One wipe, good to go.
Nah, I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now on video. Jonah's gonna be the reason why your kid breaks his first bone.
Probably. I was the
right
reason
now.
he broke his first bone.
No,
Or was
How
I
many?
second? Was I second?
I broke a lot of bones. I've broken
I think
7
I was second.
bones.
No, because you had just gotten out of the cast and I broke your foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Chief. My bad.
You're the
John.
reason I broke the last bone that I broke.
Yeah.
At least you're not gonna be a dad that's like, yeah, I can't wait to go home and beat my wife. I
Are you
remember
sure about
that's a core memory I have when he was a cadet at UNG. He told me about an instructor that he had.
yeah.
As a joke, at the end of the
yeah.
day, he'd always be like, "Oh, I can't wait to go home and beat my wife." Turns out he was beating his
He was
wife.
actually-
the
he
whole
was actually
time.
beating his
Well,
wife.
have y'all seen that
He
the
was actually beating
bailiff?
his wife.
Yo, he's standing on business.
Yes, no, I know what you're talking about.
So
The
you
big
look at
giant
the
guy.
bailiff who murdered his wife.
Yeah, the big
That's
giant
so
guy. He's like,
bad.
"Brother, you look like you hate
Bro
life,
stood on
bro."
business.
It was so there's
Stood
this,
on
yeah,
business.
there's
That's
this-
hilarious.
There's this bailiff who was on some celebrity show. Where
Yes,
Jamie's
it's
looking
that
it
guy.
up.
That first one right there.
Yeah. So he's.
It's a
it
good thing
says
we're getting all
Bernard
the-
Spivey. So he was on a celebrity like judge show, like a Judge Judy type
Oh,
of show.
yeah.
And someone calls him out. They're like, "Man, like, what do you look like? You hate your wife." And then he like the person said something like,
He
"No,
said, "Brother, you
loves his
don't look
wife."
happy."
Yeah. And then like a few years later, you figure out that he was allegedly like beat and killed his wife. It came out that he didn't actually, but
But still, just to get there is crazy.
thing. He's this like jacked dude.
No,
right?
there's a
there's a mugshot of him.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
It's crazy.
No, that's so horrible, dude.
That is sad.
Yeah.
Do not beat your wife, guys.
He
I'm
was
glad
innocent.
Anthony's
That, it
standard
wasn't
for
him.
being a good dad is he doesn't beat his wife.
No, that's not what I meant at all. That's
Beat
not,
the kids, but don't beat
No,
them.
because like most people's goals are not like Jonathan's getting married young. He wants to have kids
No,
young.
she's saying if if in your mind being a good dad is just not beating your wife.
No, that's not what I mean at all.
You said that with so much conviction.
That's not what I mean at all. What I'm saying is like his goals are like noble. Like it's like not many people like
I
their
don't know
goals off rip are gonna be like I want to be a good
Well,
dad.
in this generation, like we were saying, like birth rates, bro, no one
Yeah.
really wants to have kids these days. No one wants to deal with a bitchy ass girlfriend, or same thing with a dude, I guess. I don't know. There can be some bitch ass dudes.
Jonathan's a tough one, you know.
But no, everyone wants to
He's
be a
an
good
anomaly.
dad. But like everyone wants to be a good dad.
I don't know.
That's like
I can disagree.
main goal.
I know some
think-
people
I
who
think
could
if-
care less.
I think if you are intentionally a father, you probably want to be a good dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Yeah.
if you were
And
like,
I don't think you're like I want to be a bad dad.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
anyone's like. But that's why.
But I
go
also do
with-
See,
think
when you're
you're not like
18.
I don't want like I want to be a good dad. There's some people who don't say that. Like,
Yeah, yeah, no,
I
that-
want to be a good dad. They're just like I am a dad.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, and that's why I wanted to
I
go
show up,
into
I
the-
provide, that's it.
There's a difference between being a father and being a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why I wanted to go in the specifics of it because it's not just I want to have kids, right?
Right. It's way more than that.
Yeah, it's so much more than that. It's like actually making yourself worthy of raising someone.
Absolutely.
Like the
Yeah.
responsibility that puts on someone is crazy.
No, there are so many people out there that should not have
Yeah.
kids.
The highest earning men in America have kids, are married and have kids.
Yeah.
Well, and I would think that the maternal instinct in women is a lot more common than paternal instincts. in
I don't
men.
know. I've met a
know.
lot of women
These
that
bitches
say
got, like,
they don't
80
want
bodies.
kids.
Not all, but like across the board.
What?
I would
Like,
agree with that.
If
I would agree with
someone's
that.
trying to kidnap a woman in like a Target or whatever, a common ruse is to send a kid up there
Yeah.
and say, "I can't find my mom. Can you please help me?"
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Or
And then they go to the, yeah.
like a safety technique
Right.
to get away from someone is to scream "mom" and not help because it'll attract more attention from the women. But you don't do that. You aren't taught to do that with dads.
Just like a
But the-
40-year-old guy in a Walmart.
Like the
screaming,
maternal
"Mom."
instinct is a lot stronger.
No one's kidnapping 40-year-old men. Unless you're in Africa.
You just see like the 80-year-old grandmas like wailing themselves out.
But no, that's true. I do think that, like, I think women have, like, a more, I guess, like you said, like, maternal instinct, whereas, like, men, it's more like provide and protect.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, like, paternal, but just, like, provide, protect. It's, like, the more male instinct.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If my wife
Like,
was
give
making,
your wife, like, the opportunity to be a mother, like, and the protection
Don't
of
worry
your
about
mother.
He's good.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you can, you be a dad. Where, like, because, like, I think traditionally, at least, and I would still say for the most part, like, the woman is, like, making the household. You know, like, it's her role to, like, mainly be there for the kids, raise the kids, especially when they're young, you know, and, like, make a house that's, like, good to live in for kids.
How do you feel about old school marriage roles or family roles like that, like parental roles?
So
How
you
do
mean
feel
like
about that?
dad goes to work 9 to 5?
Yeah,
wife
like,
stays
do you
home? I
think
it's
that should be a thing?
I do think it should be a thing. I think it's a lot less doable now because
Yeah, it is. Like you're saying, like women should stay in the kitchen, dudes go to
well,
work.
not even that.
Well, I'm saying just
It's-
traditional family roles. How do you see them now, and how do you think they should be?
it's much harder to raise a young family on a single income now than it ever has been, at least in America.
Yeah. it is.
So I do think it's ideal. I just don't think it's practical for a lot of people. You know, because like I mean, even like our cousin and his wife, like she still goes to work. I'm sure he would love it if she could stay home with their
Yeah.
kids all day, but she still goes to
And well,
work.
credit to her, she actually does it really smart. So she works at like the Y, and so there's daycare there.
Yeah,
so
it's
because
great.
she
Yeah,
works there,
so
she
free
gets
daycare.
and like free
That is big
gym,
brain.
Yep.
like, and she doesn't have to work like
Yeah.
all of the time. Her kids,
Yeah.
she actually gets to like still be a mom to her kid when they're in her class. Like,
Yeah.
it's a very smart way to have a job and be a mom.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
But yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, I'd love if whenever I get married, stay at home, do your thing.
Can I ask all?
And it'd be
the-
great to make enough and be able to provide enough to do that.
Exactly,
It's just
but it's
most
so
people
unlikely.
can't
A
or
lot of
don't.
it's really unlikely.
We're getting a little deep here, but I am interested in all of your takes. I am the only like person who has a fiance or a girlfriend on the podcast.
Damn, bro.
So I want to know.
Hey, that was good. I got the right one.
Lonely Peeps.
No, but seriously, I want to know, like, if you had to pick like a few qualities, like let's say 3, or just ideal woman, like what are you?
Huge ass. Massive.
And this is turning to ass or tits.
Listen.
First of all,
If you're giving me 3 qualities, one of them is ass.
First of all,
Okay.
First of
Okay.
all, ass, yes. Second of
Thank
all,
you, sir.
Anthony,
No.
You can't deny it. You can't deny
No.
it. You can't deny it.
No. No.
What, tits?
You're gonna shit on me for saying this because
We
it's
shit
gonna
on
be
you all the
so
time
it's gonna be
regardless.
so cliche.
Oh, gosh.
Honestly,
It's gonna
like,
say, like, a
dude,
beautiful
personality, getting along with somebody
That's
is
valid.
so crucial. Like,
I agree.
Why have all your girlfriends been like arguing with you every time I see them? You don't get it. Like, I'm sorry to
Why
call
do you
you out on
think
the
I'm
podcast.
single?
He don't practice what he preach.
Fair enough. You haven't married any of them.
I
so
haven't
it's
married
fair.
any of them. Got close once.
Sorry, I don't mean to out you,
but got close once. But
no, but seriously,
But no, seriously, it's about like I like hardworking women just because I was raised by a woman that was extremely hardworking.
yeah, you were.
Freaking what the fuck's that supposed to mean?
that's
She's
real, though.
hardworking. She's
No, that's real though.
She's real.
Miss Hernandez is like she's a
She
unit.
is.
Like she runs her
Hard
own
side.
Bible study.
She's been through a lot.
She's
and
been
she
through
is-
a lot, and she was
she's a
still
strong
working.
woman.
And
Dude.
every time she has a smile on her face.
Exactly.
She's one of the most
Like my
joyful
mom's like
people.
one of the hardest working women that she's one of the hardest working people I know. And she never bitches about it. She never complains about it. Every now and then she's like, "Oh, I had a rough day at work," but she's
Who
not
doesn't, bro?
consistently bitching.
But she doesn't make it your problem.
Exactly. She doesn't make it anyone's problem,
Yeah.
dude.
That's my
And,
mom
like,
does the same thing.
So you wanna marry your
always
mom.
hear I want to marry someone like my mom.
Yeah,
That's
real.
still-
Because you always hear that sons start to go after women that resemble their mothers.
It's the same thing with like
Is that a theory?
Yeah, that's a theory.
thing.
Like
It's the same
that
thing
women
with,
go after men that
you
resemble
looked
their
that up.
fathers.
Interesting.
You look that up. I think it's the same thing with daughters and fathers.
It is.
So, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
it's
it's
the
more
same
commonly
thing.
joking like you have daddy issues. but
Yeah.
I think realistically,
Fair
what
enough.
about like?
Well,
so
what are your 3?
Personality, motivation, and like looks. You still got to be attracted to
Yeah.
them.
No, if you're not attracted,
if you're not
then it is a
attracted to
problem.
them, it's never
But
gonna
like,
work.
what I wanted to let's take out the fact of looks because I think that gets away from it because
Yeah.
I think there's more. You're obviously not going to date someone you're not attracted to.
Now look up the other way around.
I think that's a huge piece of
Yes,
it, though.
many men are.
I think
the
that is
main
the
reason
drawn to
people
partners
like
with traits or physical.
Initially look at each other. It's because she's attractive or
Well,
he's handsome.
I'm saying I'm sure the main reason people are getting divorced and stuff like that is because they accidentally had a kid with the wrong chick or they they just
rushed into it.
So you said
Yeah,
like a motivated, personality heavy, attractive
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah, like
That's
I
fair.
love
And
hardworking
that makes
women.
sense. That makes sense. you know?
Yes. Okay, so we just looked up like do daughters scientifically go after dad or men who are like their dads and
Yeah.
vice versa, and both of the answers were yes.
And it's the caveat there is who enjoy good childhood relationships with their father, right? So it
Yes.
makes sense because like your dad is the first positive or should
Yeah.
be the first
Yeah.
positive male influence you have in your life,
Yeah.
and same with your mother, right? So
There's
it makes
a-
sense that kind of builds the foundation for what an
Yeah.
ideal man or woman would be
But
for you.
it also does make sense that girls with bad fathers like go after dudes who are
Complete
same
opposites.
Thing. No, the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's scientific because the first love that you are shown is the love of your parents, and so
Yeah.
if your parents do not have a good relationship, that's your
Idea.
ideal
Yeah.
expectation of a relationship.
Nah, dude. Like my parents had a rocky relationship when I was growing up, and they taught me everything that I shouldn't do.
Well, yeah. Well,
But
that's
it
because
depends on how you
learned,
take it.
right?
Yeah.
But that's like, and
That's an
I mean
intelligence
this.
thing, you know?
I mean
It's
this
like,
in like a very positive way because I do respect you and I do respect your choices. I think
Messed up.
I think the decisions you've made and the relationships you've been through have also taught you a lot.
Oh yeah.
And
oh, most
I think if you
definitely.
just attributed that to your parents, I don't think that's true because I think from what I see, knowing you for probably like 8 years now, you have been through some relationships that have taught you a lot.
Oh
like,
yeah.
a lot about
like
life.
it's a good.
No,
the
I'm
good,
not.
the good,
I'm
the
not
bad, and the
bashing you
ugly.
for your relationships, by the way.
I wouldn't
literally
blame
just
you if you
joking.
did.
But like you're not getting into the relationship thinking that they're going to be toxic.
I was there for
It's
all
just
the
not.
worst ones, bro. What the fuck's that about?
You were there for the well. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could say the same about me, though. so
Yeah.
that's fair.
I am intrigued though. I want to hear Carter and Jonah. Like, what do y'all think? Like, if y'all had to go top 3 attributes, or
I don't know. I guess I would agree with like someone I can get along with. Like I would want her to be funny, at least to me. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like just someone I could like chill on the
Women are
couch
funny.
with and just cut up with and have fun with. You know,
yeah.
every now and then.
You said what?
I said women are funny.
Nice. The right one.
We're getting better. Let's go.
Okay, so like humor.
Yeah, like
they
humor and
they gotta have a
personality.
good sense of humor.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like,
Okay.
ass.
And then
the caveat is they're attractive to you. So if you were to like rank them, like you would want humor.
I would want like humor / personality. Like
so they're
someone,
attractive with an ass.
someone that I could go on a date night with, and the fun part is being with them, not just like we're on a roller coaster or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Like someone like that.
Like you're not just going on a date to go on a date. Like
Yeah,
you're
it's
going
like
on
I'm
a
hanging
date
out.
to-
I'm hanging out with my best friend.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
like that's
so-
what I want.
Yeah, that's fire.
So
and then-
humor.
Yeah.
Someone you can actually get along with.
Yeah, I would put in the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Like personality, basically, on all that.
No, I disagree. I think humor is a big part of it.
Okay, sure.
Some people just don't have the
true.
humor bone. I
Yeah.
don't know.
No,
Like,
I agree. Some people are just like, you know.
like they can be funny, but like they're not like all the time trying to
Yeah.
be positive and have a good time.
Well, and if you're
You know?
exhausted from work, I don't expect you to stand up comedy me, but
Yeah.
you know.
But some people are like that.
Yeah, for sure. I guess next, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess like hardworking in the sense that like you are passionate about what you do. Like, I don't need you working 60 hours a week,
Yeah,
but I want
no.
you to have a passion for what you do, or at least enjoy what
It's
you
like
do.
driven.
Yeah, driven. Like that's what I'm like. Right?
Driven's a good
like
word for it.
I believe a lot in enjoying what you do. Like, I don't want to work for 30 or 40 years doing something I fucking hate. Like, that would be hell for me.
Yeah.
So, like, I would much rather make half the amount of money I could somewhere else, but I would hate it every fucking day or love it every day versus making double and hating my life fucking
Yeah.
in and out. Like, I would hate that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
So basically personality, but like humor is in that driven and
Yeah. I guess next, I don't even know. I mean, honestly, like someone I could see being a good mother, like
Yeah.
someone I could see who, like,
Yeah,
I
is
feel like that's the
capable-
best way to figure out if the person you're hanging out with is going to be a good wife.
That's so
Yeah.
real.
Be like,
Yeah.
what I want this person to mother my child.
Yeah,
I'm not-
exactly.
So
And
do
like
you-
and like small things in that, like how do you treat
Yeah.
wait staff? How do you treat the common
True.
man? Like how are you with
Yeah.
kids? Like
Do you
the,
think-
the small things that like you kind of pick up on. Like if you're an asshole to waiters,
Yeah,
bro,
dude.
I'm not interested in you.
Do you think like would you want to date someone who you see the potential of being a good mother, or would you want to date someone who like you know from day one that they would be a good mother? Does that make sense?
I mean,
People change.
Yeah.
yeah, like if like we're on a first date, right? And you're like, oh, I don't know if I could see being a mother right now. I can understand that, and I could work with that. And like, if we're dating for like 3 years and I'm like about to propose and you're still like that, probably not.
Nah,
Yeah.
you
Right,
gotta-
but if you start out that way, we can talk about it, work it out. It just kind of
Yeah.
goes case by case when
Yeah,
it comes to
that's
that.
real.
I think it's more like I said. You just have to ask yourself, would I want this person mothering my
Exactly.
child?
And
Yeah.
would she
And if
want
it's-
to mother mine? Right?
Right.
Like, would she see herself doing that with me? Is an important
Right.
thing.
Exactly. It's more of a team.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's absolutely a
That's,
team
that's a
thing.
great answer. What do you think?
I think someone like ambitious, passionate, like you said, who just genuinely wants to better themselves and anyone else around them.
Yeah.
And someone who is supportive, like just supports anything that you do. Like
Yeah.
I feel like having someone just
Or can
shitting
see
on
the
your shit
goal
all the time.
Can see the goal in
But
it,
like,
right?
yeah, they don't need to know everything to be able to support you.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, hey, babe, I'm gonna start this business. Go get it, buddy.
Hey,
Like,
like
it's
it's
like
like
literally-
Pokemon
literally.
cards.
Your girlfriend calls you
Exactly.
buddy. You
Yeah.
got some shit to work on, by the way.
buddy, go get it, buddy. Yeah, that might be an issue.
Or
Might
it's
be a
a
little
it's
bit
a
of a
really odd son's attracted to their mother type of relationship.
That's a
there.
kink right there. That's a kink.
No, but I think supportive is a huge one for
Absolutely.
me. And ambitious is a huge one, like in health, in having a good family, like just being ambitious to be better. And then, Yeah, I would say someone like I don't feel like I'm in a relationship with. Someone more like literally I just hang out with them.
Your best
like
friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want it to have a label. I just want it to be like my person, if you know if that makes sense.
That's
Soulmates, if you will.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
I get you.
that's real.
Yeah, pretty
Very
good.
interesting.
We've been talking for an hour and a half.
Sorry guys, I got a little deep there at the end, but I was very curious.
Dang, we
That
didn't
was a
even
good
talk.
que-
We
it was a
didn't
good-
even talk about the tool truck.
It was a good question.
Yeah, no. So
We're
I have
talking for a while.
a really good question for these two. Jonathan doesn't really understand tools in the blue collar industry like that.
Snap-on's overrated.
But I work for a mechanic shop. Anthony works for a dealership as a mechanic. Jonah knows a lot about tools because he's an electrician and works on cars. Yeah. But how do we feel about big tool companies like Snap-on or Mac?
Let me lead off because I
for
literally
it.
just bought a tool
Go
from
for it.
Matco a couple days ago.
Let's hear it.
There are certain tools I think you do have to go expensive on, like
I agree.
your power tools. I think you should get because I just got a really good Matco air gun. Freaking, I think you should have a really good expensive power
think
tools.
air tool.
Yeah, like an air tool.
I think
only tools you use every now and then you can cheap out on. Shit you're gonna use daily, you should probably get the best.
You should probably because I have Duratec stuff. I got a lot of Amazon stuff.
Wrenches and sockets usually don't matter that
It's
much.
really good.
You
It's
don't
really-
need Snap-on sockets
I'm not spending
unless they're
$40
impact
on a
sockets.
socket.
Impact sockets are different.
no.
but-
I disagree. With having air tools, yes, absolutely, just for warranty purposes.
Warranty is huge. I was gonna bring
and
that up.
that's my thing about sockets and stuff like that. Stuff like that, that's really good build quality if you use it every day and you have a warranty. The only problem I have with these tool trucks and these tool companies, it's so hard to get the warranty put in place and get the new tool back. If you break a
takes
socket,
weeks.
you're going to have to
Yeah.
go to Harbor Freight to get an extra one anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see why people buy all this stuff, but at the same time, it's like when you break it, you're kind of screwed.
I don't know. When it comes to
So-
sockets, normally they just say, "Hey, how about the truck? Replace it, and we'll." Cover
Yeah,
it."
exactly. But I'm saying more like if you were to get a torque wrench,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they don't have it in stock, and
Yeah.
it takes
And then
a
they
while.
have to fix it.
Yeah, but a torque wrench, like a digital torque wrench, you should get it with a warranty. I think that's
Yeah.
a better idea than
Yeah.
getting an Amazon one.
Well, anything digital, especially, you should have a warranty on, and you should look into what that warranty is.
What's
right?
the difference between like digital and?
it just has a screen on it.
So
and
a
it-
digital torque wrench uses like a spring-loaded gear basically
Yeah.
to tell you like it snaps a little bit when you're at the right torque. A digital one will like beep at you, or like it still does the same kind of snap, right? I've never had a digital one. It just beeps at you. Yeah.
Interesting.
So it has a little screen on it. You set it to what you want it to be torqued at, and then it like beeps at you.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
No, I have a whole my whole entire roll cart just of my sockets, my wrenches, my ratchets are all just Duratec Amazon stuff, and I cheaped out on it.
And I
but
think that's valid.
It's lasted me like the 3 years
Yeah.
that I've worked in.
I
I've had
think
to
that's
replace
valid.
one thing.
I have
So-
Husky sockets. Never had a problem.
Husky, I do think is good, underrated. But some of those Amazon companies have been found to be from the same factory.
Yeah, from the same factory.
Okay, Milwaukee, Ryobi, and there's one more. Are all
DeWalt.
DeWalt are all no, not DeWalt. Well, Milwaukee,
Makita?
Ryobi, and Makita are all made in the same factory.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. But
Still
that's
buying
not to say
Milwaukee.
that's not to say they're the same quality, but they're all made in the same fucking place.
Yeah.
So I was gonna bring that up, right? The two main kinds of tools two brands I use are Klein and Milwaukee.
Klein's a good one.
I use mainly Klein for hand tool stuff, and I use mainly Milwaukee for power tool stuff, or the only Milwaukee for power tool stuff.
Yeah.
The main reason Milwaukee is, in my opinion, one of the best isn't because they're the most powerful or most reliable. It's because the warranty is the best. The
Yeah,
warranty from Milwaukee Power Tools is fucking awesome. It's
Yeah.
like 3 years, no questions asked. It breaks. You bring it into the store, Milwaukee store. They have one in Norcross, and you say this is broken. They'll say either they can fix it or they give you a new one. And if they can't fix it, they give you a new one. And they'll mark it when they fix it. And if they fix it more than like 2 or 3 times, they just give you a new one, like no questions asked. Now Klein, I'm getting a little pissed off with. When I first started my apprenticeship like 4 years ago, Klein was fucking amazing. They were awesome. The thing Klein is known for is their rivets and their hand tools, the thing that it spins on. They used to be really fucking good. They wouldn't clog up. One thing I look for a lot, and a lot of electricians do, is if I hold my handle, like the left side of my handle, and this handle here, will it drop by itself? And if I turn it over, will it close by itself? Because a lot of times you only have one hand to work with. And it's really important that you can do all of that with one hand. And it used to be amazing at that. Take some WD-40, lube it up, get it greased up. It lasts for months before you have to do it again, right? Now, if you buy like a pair of Milwaukee, cutters, dikes, you're not supposed to say it anymore, but dikes.
We have no problem.
All right, we're good.
Yes.
They don't do that anymore. They jam up. I've had a pair of dikes for over a year now that they jam up. They no matter how much I loop them, they won't go. The problem with it is American tools are a lot easier to get, a lot cheaper to get. There is a better brand out there who makes electrician tools called Nipex. They're German.
Mm-hmm.
They're really fucking good though. They're really fucking good, but they're really fucking expensive.
They're worth it though.
They are worth it.
Bro,
I hate
all
the fucking
mechanics
handles.
have Nipex.
I hate the fucking handles. I hate them. But in terms of a tool that is good, they are worth it. And it's like I'm probably getting close to changing my whole tool set over, or at least most of it. Like
Wow.
screwdrivers, stuff like that doesn't matter as much. But anything with a rivet in it or like a joint, I'm changing it over because it just pisses me off.
Interesting.
Yeah, they do still make good lineman's pliers though. That's what they're known for. So they're fucking
Lineman's
better.
pliers?
They're like the big fucking.
Oh,
yeah,
like
twisters, whatever. Yeah.
Can I ask probably a dumb question for the three of you?
Yeah.
When you work at a shop, is it like a need to have your own tool set? Or do they
Usually,
provide
yes.
you
Usually,
something?
sometimes some dealerships will provide you tools, but it's like very minimal, or they'll
beginner
provide
tools.
you tool boxes.
The super expensive stuff they'll usually have, but
Yeah.
like the individual hand tools you're supposed to have. Like my company is a little bit different in this,
Yeah.
but like we have two vans, right? So Tim pretty much fully outfitted both vans with power tools. So pretty much every power tool I use, Tim owns. Impacts, drills, hacksaws, multi-tools, whatever, right? All that Tim owns. There are a lot of electrical companies, many commercial companies, who will expect you to have most of those. Like you have to buy your own impact. You have to buy your own multi-tool. Yeah. They have the bigger, more expensive tools. You have to go to the shop in the morning, write out, like you check it out, check it back in, basically.
Yeah.
But like all your hand tools, I'm pretty sure universally, it's like you're expected to
like
own that.
I've spent this is cheap compared to what people spend. Like I've probably spent like $7,000 or $8,000 on my tools,
Yeah,
and there's
probably
people
average.
in the shop that have like $35,000, $40,000 of tools,
Really?
and then main service. There's a guy in main service that has $100,000 in tool boxes. That's just boxes.
That's fucking crazy.
That's not the tools that are inside of them, dude. These Snap-on tool boxes, these giant ones that span like 10 feet, are freaking
a lot more than
$40,000.
That's one of the
like average technicians.
one of the other nice things about Tim.
cost.
The-
Oh shit.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh man.
Tim will buy most of my hand tools for me.
See, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's probably a benefit from working from a smaller company.
Exactly.
Like you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I love small company. Literally, on Friday, Tim bought me
Yes.
a brand new meter, a really good fluke meter. Bought
Entry.
me and Matt one.
That's
The average technician's tool cost varies widely from a few $1,000s for entry level sets to over $20,000 to $30,000.
That's
Easily.
not.
Yeah.
I think
average.
20 to 30,000 is a little bit below average
Like-
from what I've seen.
The value of tools on one of our vans is probably about that.
Well,
Probably
you
probably
also work in
about-
a European shop,
No.
so they probably have a lot more of like the niche, expensive things than like
Yeah.
an American shop.
I would say the value of
I've also
tools-
worked in a diesel shop, which is also the same
diesel
thing.
shop is the
That's
same
more
thing because it's
complicated,
more
though,
expensive to
isn't it?
Yes,
work on.
but even then, these lower tier American shops, these dudes still have their box itself is 20 to 30 grand.
yeah, oh yeah, my buddy's box. I think he paid it was a $22,000 box.
Yeah.
They finance their fucking toolboxes.
You have to.
You have to finance
course,
your
but it's
toolboxes.
crazy.
But
I didn't. I personally didn't, and I'm thinking about doing it, but there's no
I
point.
wouldn't.
There's
I
no
wouldn't.
point. I have all the tools that I need, and if I need to get like a shelf for it or something, I can just get a shelf for
Big
it.
Dick Tony over here.
No. I have a Husky toolbox. Like it's like the freaking
Again,
half
Husky's
this
underrated.
table-
I love Husky.
half this table, dude. And
I've had that socket set for like 5 years. It's awesome.
I have a lot of Husky
Never
tools.
lost a 10 mil either.
My
Oh,
box
dude,
is
I
Husky
have,
never
like,
lost a 10
5
mil.
extras that I
You don't
haven't
work
even
on cars.
Never
Yeah.
lost a D 10 mil in that box.
You don't work on cars.
Not much anymore, honestly.
I've lost
I don't
5.
need to. The Sierra is awesome. The 09 Sierra, the only thing that's gone wrong with it is the
How many miles does your Sierra have?
238,000.
You have a truck?
That's normal.
I didn't know you had. I didn't-
Parked outside. You want to look
Is
at
it
it?
Is that the
LS
tan
30?
one?
It's LS5, I think.
Is that tan one out there?
It's
GMC.
the champagne color one.
Oh yeah, I drove by. I didn't know that was yours. I thought you still had the Tacoma.
Mm-mm. I've had the Sierra for like a year now.
Oh wow. Yeah, it just goes to show how long we
Is it
haven't
5.3?
talked for.
It's the 5.3. It sounds pretty good.
They actually do.
Straight pipe.
I think they came in the
Is it
C5
really?
Corvettes.
My grandpa had that truck for like 14 fucking years stock. About a year before he got rid of it and sold it to me, he was like, "You know what I want to do? My grandson Charlie, he's got a pretty nice new Silverado. It sounds pretty good. I can't let him one up me. Cuts the mufflers off of it. Fucking,
Let's go.
It's goated. It's goated. I gotta love Grand.
So awesome.
It's so
W Grand.
Had it stocked for years and then was like, fuck it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I put a level kit on it, but
wow.
that's the only thing I've done. Not lift kit, just level kit, but it looks pretty good.
Still, it looks better than
Oh, yeah, for
stock.
It's a perfect daily, and
I
you
bought
probably should never
the
sell
perfect
it.
I won't.
daily for the
I'm gonna
daily.
drive that. That's my plan. I'm gonna drive that thing till it fucking dies. Till it fucking dies, and then I might put a motor in it. Like
I would. You can
it's
get
great.
the motor for.
It's a great truck, dude. It rides so good. I just put new tires on it. I got some different wheels that are like GMC stocks, but they're off of like a new Yukon, but they fit. They bolt right up.
Those are
But
nice.
they have a little bit higher offset, so they
Okay.
poke out a little
That's
bit more.
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Dude, I did motor mounts on my mom's 5.3 Tahoe,
yeah.
but it's 4-wheel drive,
Oh.
so it has the transaxle.
Yep. Fun stuff.
Buddy.
I think I need to do transit motor mounts soon too, because like it's not bad yet. Like my Tacoma was awful. It was like chunk, like you would put the parking brake on, parking brake was dog shit, and you would literally feel it like sag in the transmission.
That's
It was
horrible.
It was terrible. I replaced it once, but the parking brake was so bad, and the hill I park on at work is so steep, it wore it out in like a month. It was
Wow.
crazy.
Horrible.
Parking brakes are important. You should probably fucking use them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like even like
In a manual, you have to, but like
Yeah, like on my manual, I always like I rip the e-brake and I always put it in first.
Yeah, I
so
always
it
use
takes,
a parking
so,
brake.
So it takes the pressure off the e-brake.
you gotta. Well, I would say you want to use the e-brake over the transmission. 'Cause
Well,
you're,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
wearing out like the actual mounts.
Well,
in
you
it.
you pull the e-brake and then put it in gear.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
a
That's,
Gear is
that's,
fail-safe.
that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
okay,
It's a
yeah.
fail safe.
Exactly.
It
That's why I
only
used to
puts.
do it
It doesn't
Fiesta.
even put that much stress onto first gear.
It doesn't at all if you do it right.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
straight cut gear,
Yeah.
so it's a lot different.
It
than
shouldn't at
local.
all. If your parking brake is good, it shouldn't stress it out unless the parking brake fails and then it
Yeah.
catches it. There was one time I was still working at Chick-fil-A and I had the Fiesta, and I always parked it in first gear, handbrake on. And my girlfriend at the time and her friend come in and they're like, "Hey, I left something in your car. Can you give me your keys?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Didn't even think about it. Gave them my keys. Fuck it. They come back in and they're like a couple minutes later and they're like, "I started your car and it just jumped forward. Like I thought I broke it." And I was like, "Why the fuck did you start it?" And I was like, "I parked it in gear." And they're like, "I don't even know what that means." But like, I thought I broke it. I was like, "You didn't break it. You just stalled it."
You're
Give me my
glad you
fucking
had
keys."
the e-brake on then,
Oh,
because they
yeah.
could have just starter walked it in.
Yeah, well, it was like parked like in front of the curb that the road was after. So if they would have jumped the curb, they would have gone like
Oh,
onto that hill. It was parked in front
Oh,
of the
that
Chick-fil-A.
was rough.
Yeah, they would've got
I
T-boned.
remember you park because I see y'all's cars every
Yeah.
time I drive past to
Yeah,
go
I used to
home.
park in that front part.
I don't know if the starter would get it up the curb.
I don't
but
think it
still.
would either. I don't think it would either. But because I mean, you could launch it without any throttle, but
Yeah.
it was pretty nice. I liked it.
Yeah.
Dude, heck yeah.
I missed that
Yes,
car.
yeah.
It was a good car.
I was about to
It
say
was a
the
good
same
car
thing.
until it wasn't a good car. That was a piece of shit. But I still
It's a
miss it.
Ford. Still a Ford.
It's a small block.
Man, he
Ford.
just unfazed. Unfazed.
This is Jonathan. He's used to it.
Yeah. Sadly.
Sadly.
All
3
right.
a.m.s are rough.
Well,
We gonna
guys,
wrap it up
it's been the gentleman's table. Jonah, any last comments? How was it? What do you
Yeah.
think?
It was pretty
Appreciate you
good. It
coming
was
on,
pretty
dude.
good. I appreciate you having me. This is honestly a lot more of an intellectual conversation than I was expecting, and I appreciate it. It was good.
Yeah.
Go Tigers.
go.
Lane Kiffin the GOAT.
Do we have a boo button on this?
Michigan
no, I think you
fucking
meant to
sucks.
push.
Your national championship's invalid.
Hey, it's still official. They haven't invalidated it.
But no, it was good. I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Of
bro.
course.
Thanks for coming
Thank
on.
you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we got to do it.
Peace out, boys.
I think this is the right one.
Oh.
That was so bad.